Hello, culés. How are you all doing? And welcome to Barça Live. We're back with La Liga action tonight. It's match day 5 of the domestic competition, and tonight we're taking on Getafe at the Estadio Johan Cruyff, looking hopefully for 3 more points in La Liga. Real Madrid are currently 5 points clear before a ball is kicked tonight, so we need the 3 points. Getafe, never an easy side to play against. This should be a really intriguing clash. As we were on Thursday night, welcome back, Alex Ibarteta, to the studio. Should be a different sort of game than that Newcastle one. We're quite happy, I think, with how things are going right now. International break has come at a good time for us. We've been really good since then. This should be a different sort of test tonight, though, right?
Yeah, a game against Getafe, we know we've suffered it plenty of times in the past to know exactly how this game is going to go. And with the pitch, it was pissing down about 30 minutes ago. So that pitch is going to be hard to play on against a team that's already hard to play against. So we're going to see exactly how this game is going to go. Again, it's, Getafe don't really change much, so you know exactly what you're going to get. Hopefully this time round we change it up. I think we have a lot more to change and grow into these games than Getafe does, for example. So we'll see what Hansi Flick has prepared for tonight. Yeah,
absolutely right, Alex. And mentioning the weather right off the bat, it's been the big topic for those of you who are watching, I'm sure, from all around the world. In Barcelona currently, and where this game's taking place, the rain pour has been unbelievable. The amount of rain that has come down here, we can't
literally
really
in a span
describe
for like
it.
an hour. It's just like ridiculous.
Yeah. We think it's calmed down now. We think it's going to be okay for the game. The game's going to be going ahead fine. But my God, a lot of rain came down. We'll have to wait and see how it affects conditions on the pitch. No doubt about that. Right. Without any further ado, Barça lineup for you then for this game against Getafe. Here it is from Hansi Flick. He does make some changes from the win against Newcastle. Joan Garcia in goal, Koundé, Eric Garcia, Christensen and Gerard Martin across the back 4. Dani Olmo joins the midfield alongside De Jong and Pedri, which means that up front we've got Lewandowski leading the line once more. He's going to be flanked by Rafinha and Ferran Torres. Few changes from Newcastle there, Alex. Thoughts on the lineup?
I mean, I think we've gotten to the point where whoever comes on the pitch, you can't really be negative about it. Specifically, I really like the Christensen addition compared to Ronald Araujo to play out the back, because we know our centre backs are literally going to be all the way across in Getafe's half. So again, having someone like Christensen instead of Ronald Araujo, just to give us a bit more play out the back. Christensen is really good on his feet. He can break lines easily. He's played 6 before and he does it well. So having that addition and in the centre back pairing, Eric Garcia is more of stay back. He also does really well to break lines, specifically those long balls. So I definitely like the centre back pairing. Obviously, it changed again to the Newcastle game. Frankie De Jong, Pedri, you want them there always. Olmo, a change for Fermin. I think it's positive. I think Fermin, has played quite a bit. Why not give him a bit of rest? Olmo brings in a good dynamic. I think he played that Newcastle game when he came on. He did quite well. Obviously, Ferran is kind of the big change here to Marcus Rashford's. Ferran quite keen probably to get playing. I feel like he probably hasn't played enough as he wants to. So I think today could be a big chance for him to prove himself, because at the end, we do struggle to score against Getafe. He can be like, if I score, I'm going to be that guy. So I'm quite keen to see him, especially off the wing.
Absolutely. Well, there is the Barca lineup for you all, and that brings us to our next question. Who will be the key player? I've got 3 options for you, Alex. As ever, you are welcome to change it up, to give me something else. You spoke quite a bit about Christensen there. He's in there, coming into the team. I think you're right. Barca are going to be on the halfway line here. They're centre-backs, no doubt about that. He could be key in possession. Olmo comes into the side. Fermin started against Valencia. He started against Newcastle. Now Olmo gets his chance from the start. Get the feeling now that with games every 3-4 days, Hansi Flick will be mixing up. And then Joan Garcia might not be called into much action tonight.
No, but a wet pitch could be could be what trick. I mean, we know aerial duels are our weakness at the end of the day. Joan Garcia can be big. Well, now we have...
We actually got different change. I mean, feel free for Joan Garcia also, who we think will be key, but Ferran Torres also coming into the team in this one.
You know what? I actually think I'm going to stick with Christensen for multiple reasons. I think because our centre backs are literally going to be playing past the halfway line. They're going to be they're probably going to be touching the ball most. They're going to be playing as basically midfielders. When you look at this, what requires on them of amount of touches, amount of passes, the style of passes, because at the end of the day, they're going to be the only 2 players that have the entire pitch in front of them. So when you have that vision, I think a player like Christensen could be good. And at the same time, because Getafe are going to be so pushed back into their own penalty box, when you have literally 8 players in their own penalty box, that leaves a lot of space up top. Absolutely. Christensen can hit one.
Yeah, we saw him pre-season, didn't we?
Exactly, he can hit one. give him enough space, give him a rebound of the ball, let him hang loose, let Eddie Garcia drop a bit back, let Christensen step up into that space where Frankie de Jong and Pedri usually are. Let him have one.
Yeah.
Why not? That's where the space is, because you know Ferran, Lewandowski, Rafinha are going to be probably triple teamed at one point. Let Christensen have a go. He has a shot. He can do it. Aerial duels as well. You know, when attacking, it's quite key. So I think Christensen has a lot of positives to take from this game, and if he proves himself, if he takes chances of the opportunities, then I think he can easily be, you know, one of the key players of the match.
Absolutely, goal in pre-season for Christensen in Japan it was, and then also scored for Denmark against Greece most recently in the international break. Right then, before this one, Hansi Flick has spoken, of course, as always, ahead of the game. Here he is, Coolers.
Hansi Flick, new evening, new match day in La Liga against a very tough opponent. Two different styles to play football. Which game do you expect tonight?
No, we are focused on our game. So this is also what I said to the team. I want to see that we are playing like we did with the intensity, with the ball possession, and of course we know how Getafe will play. We have to adapt this, but at the end it's up to us.
About the weather, you think that can be effect to the game's team?
We'll see. At the moment it doesn't rain, so we'll see.
Today there are some new players in the lineup. What can they bring to the team?
No, for us it was important that we also have some fresh legs on the pitch. So we have to manage every game about the load and of course I know that Pedri plays a lot of minutes, but Pedri is absolutely 100% fit and we have to manage our team.
Thank you, Hansi. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
There you have it, words of Hansi Flick ahead of this one. Didn't really go much into the conditions. Wasn't, you know, he's just, you know, all focus on business for Hansi Flick, as you would expect ahead of this one. Right then, what we have got for you now, all of you tuning into this Barça Live, are some images of the new Spotify Camp Nou, something we're very excited to show you. And here they are on our screens. We all hope, of course, the return for this very shortly. Beautiful images, these of the outside and then the gates leading up to the stadium, all freshly renovated, of course. Very exciting images, these, Alex, and you'll see in just a few moments' time once we get past the parking and the entrances, images of the pitch too. Very exciting this for Barça fans to see.
I mean, look at that.
You know how close we are, of course, and well, what wonderful images.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. It's just seeing that shot there through the tunnel into the stands. It's absolutely amazing. Just gives you chills, doesn't it? You know, thinking about that first game back, it's going to be outstanding. It's going to be amazing, and then having the rest of the season, you know, at some point when we get there, the noise on that, oh, you go to the Johan, you have that you know, that environment. Montjuic is a bit more because it's a bit more. It's expanded.
There's more space between the stands.
It's a bit less. You notice it less, but look at that. Literally, the stands right next to the pitch. You know, the amount of people that are going to be able to fit into the stadium. It's going to be outstanding, and it looks absolutely crisp.
It looks great. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Very slick
there.
indeed.
I mean,
I love the benches. I love like the exterior as well, like walking into the ground or like outside the gates. You know, where you go out and get your drinks and whatnot. And there are some of the dressing rooms too. Lovely images. I'm sure the fans will be loving this. And there you see
the bathrooms
as well.
Works.
The bathrooms as well. There's plenty of water tonight here in Barcelona, as you can see. But very exciting, I think, for me. Like, I just can't wait. I think you're right, Alex. When we get the ball back on the Camp Nou turf, we're playing games there again. It's going to be so exciting, and we know Barça fans. You know, they'll love these images, and they'll love seeing the return to the stadium very shortly.
Yeah, no, I think for me, what sticks is that those shots of the stands. It looks so nice, and we're only like halfway there. Is it really? We're still missing the top tiers.
Yes.
So like the aesthetic of those seats is just absolutely outstanding. Then thinking about people filling up the seats, it's amazing. It's coming along so nicely.
Yes, we can't wait for those brilliant nights at the Camp Nou once more. Certainly in Europe too. We cannot wait for that indeed. Right then, Getafe lineup, our opponents for tonight. Here it is coming right up for you. We believe it's going to be a back five tonight, Alex.
Shocks no one.
David Sorija in goal. Kickoff Femenia right wing back. Left wing back Diego Rico. Back three of Gene, Domingos Duarte and Akbar. In midfield, Mario Martin is going to be joined by Luis Mia and Arrambari. And Borja Mayoral is back in the team alongside Liso, who scored quite a few so far this season. Bordalas, we know, I think they're in the bottom 2 teams in terms of possession this season.
Yeah.
They usually are. Finished 13th last campaign. Impressive in their own right what they do, Getafe, and credit to them that they make themselves a team who Barça Madrid play against, and they go, damn, we know this is going to be a tough game tonight. You know, that's what you want to do as a team who's lower down the table, I suppose, against top sides like Barça, and they do that pretty well. That lineup probably tells us what we're going to expect tonight, right?
Yeah, I think, I mean, I would assume that on defensive front, they're probably going to go into 5-4-1. Probably defensively, they're going to drop down one of their strikers into the midfield and kind of expand there, as they usually do. Again, you know, for fans watching this game for the first time against Getafe, or don't really know Getafe, you're going to see probably 8-10 players in the box at one point, just defending all of that. So it's, again, you know, it's a team, like you said, Pablo, that's been consistent for so many years, staying in top flight football, being, you know, mid-table consistently. They're not a team that just sits back and kind of survives. They do get the front foot in a lot of games. They do score goals. Yeah, exactly. So it's a team that you know exactly what to expect. They know that they can't compete against, you know, a Barça Madrid directly. Yeah. They just make life awful. They make life awful for that. And I think, when you go up against Barça, you know, and it's logical, if you don't concede as many, you just need one chance. One chance and you're there. One chance and you're there. Aerial duels against us. You know, that's your one. Exactly, that's your one chance. Get one breakaway because you know Barca are going to play a high line, and get that one striker that's staying up defensively. You know, that's all you need. And at the end, it could work. I'm not saying it works all the time, but you know, in the past few seasons, we've had really close results. And luckily for us, they don't know how to necessarily finish their chances or get enough chances to be able to do that. But it's what they play for. It's no surprise, and we know exactly what to expect. And the conditions tonight might make that a bit harder than usual.
Absolutely. I wonder whether it'll play into Getafe's favour, and we'll certainly discuss that over the evening. Right then, many of you in the chat, all of you in the chat are, of course, YouTube Premium members. A massive thank you to all of you. And on FC Barcelona's YouTube channel, if you are a Premium member, you do have more access to exclusive content on the channel. I'm talking press conferences from Hansi Flick ahead of games. I'm talking Juvenil matches, that's the under-19 team, Barça Athletic games. And, of course, you get access to our beautiful chat here with the lovely stickers and whatnot. And you can get involved in the chat and support us through the stream. And, of course, we can interact with you during the games, which we love doing. I'd love to hear your thoughts as the game goes on. Right,
I
Alex.
love all the comments there. It's like Getafe is going to park the bus with their staff in goal.
They might join
you know what?
They might join the action.
Literally.
Not far off.
No, definitely not far off.
It's going to be a test, that's absolutely for sure. Right, what we think is going to be a test is this. Guess the player.
Oof.
We've got to run a guess the player here, Alex, and I'm playing along. I don't know this either. Last week against Newcastle, rather, I knew who these were.
Oh,
now I'm with you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, so you're new to this pressure.
Slightly, yeah. Wow, I'm thinking No, you're not having that yet.
See, you don't see the details that you need to pay attention. The boots. Those are Puma boots.
Okay.
Right? Those are Puma boots. Yeah, I would say.
Those are Puma boots.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say Eric Garcia.
Eric Garcia.
Or.
Go on, we'll lock in Eric Garcia. I'll trust you with the Puma boots. I've got no idea
I
on
feel
that
like there's
one.
someone else, or Araujo, I think as well. I'm not. Oh, Gerard Martin. I had no.
You know what I was thinking?
I didn't have that information.
You know what I was thinking? Left-footed player. Because he was someone, but I thought he could have obviously, but right-footed player could have been sliding on his right, on his left foot. There you have it, Gerard Martina. Well done.
Now I know.
Well done to anyone who had it in the chat, by the way.
Now I know he's a Puma athlete. I didn't know that before.
Yeah, there you go, Gerard Martina. That's number one. Right, number two. Ooh.
That looks like Lewandowski.
That's not a bad shout from you at all.
Just the way
Lewandowski or De Jong. I'm gonna agree with you on Lewandowski. Should we see what the chat says?
See what the chat says. Chat, Frankie De Jong or Lewandowski?
Yeah.
I think
Lewandowski has the power of the way he's running, like the frame of him.
But also like the. What does the chat say?
He's a tough there. I don't know. I'm struggling quite a lot here. Let's have a look.
What does it say?
Rashford. Yeah, that's not a bad shout.
Oh, Rashford.
That's not a bad shout at all.
Oh, Rashford's. 2 Rashfords so far in the chat. Oh, Pablo! The chat got us!
We're terrible!
The chat got us. Good job.
You always got back the chat. They know their stuff.
I know. It was Alia and I think Mac.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys for getting that right.
Damn.
Wow, better than us. That is shameful.
0 out of 2. Well done to anyone who's got in the chat so far. I think I know this one.
Say it. Go on. What's your
Does that not look like Rooney? But on the left foot, cutting inside. To me, that looks like Rooney Bardghji.
What games is from?
I think they're all from last game.
Yeah.
And he's against Gaia with the armband on. For who would play at left
back. All right, go on.
I think Rooney Bardghji.
I'm backing you on this.
More Rashford. I reckon that was from the last one, though, maybe. In the chat. Do you know what I mean?
From the last one, yeah.
Venga. Oi! We got one. We got one.
That's good.
There you go.
We'll take it.
We'll take one. Rooney, we got it. But the other two, we didn't do so well. Oh well.
No.
Yes, I like playing along, though.
Yeah, no, this is what the nerves, the pressure that you get every single game.
I don't know why. That first one was really tough.
Do you remember what you got me what was on Thursday?
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah, no. The Thursday one was really hard. That was way more straightforward, and even then we struggled, so fair play to you. And you got the score the same as I did, if not more, because of the weekend one. Anyway, there's the Barça lineup for any of you just tuning in briefly. We've got Joan Garcia in goal, Koundé, Eric Christensen, Angela Martin across the back four, De Jong's next to Pedri in midfield, Olmo just ahead of them, and then Rafinha next to Lewandowski and Ferran Torres up front. There's the 11 for Barça this evening. Just over 10 minutes to go. I've just seen some of the warm-up images that we've been seeing. Looks as though the rain may have started again. I'm not sure if it's paused now. Conditions could be very interesting to deal with here, but we think it's going to be okay to play. Yeah,
definitely. I think the worst has passed, really. We're close enough, I think, that we're getting more or less the same weather. We had, about half an hour of really, really hard rain. I'm thinking, is this actually going to end? But it actually finished quite early. It gave us between half an hour to an hour before kickoff to be able to kind of calm down everything. Now the pitch is, it is what it is, and luckily for us, it stopped raining to flood it even more. The ball was rolling, I think, decently there in warm up. To be fair, it's slower than usual, but with short passes, it was actually moving quite quickly, and it wouldn't die down when the ball was kind of rolling slowly. So that was quite good. Obviously good for us, because I think today we're going to be doing a lot of short, quick passes, especially trying to move players around. No long balls, so I think we don't have to rely on bounces as much, which is obviously good in the rain. So condition-wise, we're good, we're settled. Hopefully it doesn't start to piss down again during the match, and hopefully for us when we have to leave to walk a bit. But it should be good. Conditions good. People there are enjoying it. I do feel bad. I always feel bad for people there. Pitch side, the photographers, the workers, people that get to go. The Johan is actually quite decently covered, but with the wind and everything. I mean, the wind was ridiculous. But we're ready to go. The Johan is ready to go. The fans are ready to go. And hopefully we get a good game. Absolutely. Well, someone who is at the Johan Cruyff Stadium today is our colleague Paul Martinez. Maybe he can fit us up in a bit on the latest info from the touchline. ¿Qué tal, Paul?
Què tal, Pablo, Àlex? Com esteu? How are you? Nosaltres bé. La veritat que hem patit abans de l'inici del partit, perquè sembla que es podria haver ajornat el partit per la pluja que queia, però finalment no ha estat així. Ara cauen 4 gotes sobre l'estadi Johan Cruyff i l'estat de la gespa, deixa'm dir que és perfecte ara mateix aquí a l'estadi Johan Cruyff. Per tant, es disputarà aquesta 5a jornada de Lliga. El Barça, que rep la visita del Getafe amb molt bones sensacions. L'equip blaugrana, 2 victòries consecutives. L'última, ja ho saben, al Camp Nou Newcastle, a l'estrena a la Champions. Un Barça que avui fa rotacions, fins a 4 jugadors entren avui a l'11. Per la seva banda arriba també un Getafe amb molt bones sensacions, 4 partits, 3 victòries, en el que és la millor estrena del conjunt madrileny a la història en aquesta Lliga. Per tant, avui partit molt disputat. Segueixin aquí amb nosaltres al Barça Live, al costat del Pablo i d'Àlex. Fins ara!
Paul, thank you very much there from the stadium. Interesting what you said there. You said the pitch in perfect condition to play this game. Good to hear there. So we got it from Paul just live there from the stadium. That's good to hear from our colleague Paul Martinez from the stadium. Pitch in good condition. Also interesting what you said on Getafe. 3 wins from 4 they've got in the league. They're just 1 point behind us. We've got 3 wins, 1 draw. They've got 3 wins, 1 loss. Their best ever start to a league season. So this is not going to be easy tonight. No doubt about that. Right. Alex, what I do have for you, I wonder if it is going to be easy, is another pre-game quiz.
All right,
We're back again. Okay. And again, chat, feel free to play on, get your answers in. Let's go. Who scored Barça's last, so most recent goal against Getafe? Lewandowski, Koundé, or Koubarsi? It's not easy, is it?
No. I think I was on Barça Live for this one as well.
You were. Most recent game against Getafe. Can you remember the game?
No. I put Getafe games in
It was-
oblivion.
spoiler, it was a tough watch.
I erase it from my mind.
It was a tough
Getafe
watch.
games.
It was a tough
I
watch.
remember the two last season were just absolutely
Yes.
awful.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I don't think it was Lewandowski. I think. The thing is that I can't remember the goal.
Yawn.
I'm gonna go for Koundé.
Let's hear it.
Maybe my muscle memory gets me on this one.
I can't believe it.
Muscle memory.
I thought I was going to catch you out on that one. Fair
No,
play.
it
Maybe
was-
I shouldn't have put Lewandowski in.
No, but I think it was definitely because I remember it was definitely random. It was unexpected.
Yeah. Wait.
I remember the goal was unexpected, but ask me how the goal was, and I have
Yeah,
no idea.
it was a scrappy goal.
It was
a scrappy goal.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Was it like a scrappy in the box and Koundé kind of put his foot out?
Yeah.
Okay.
He just he sort of poked
Yeah.
it just before the goalkeeper
Yeah.
got his gloves on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
exactly that.
Because
yeah.
I
Messi-
genuinely,
Messi
any
goal.
Getafe game, I put it out of my memory.
Yeah, that might well be the way we win tonight. Is
Yeah.
that sort of goal.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
we'll take that if it is the case. Right then, this is interesting.
Okay.
How many goals have Getafe scored away from home against Barça in the last
Ooh.
10 years?
The last 10
Yeah.
years.
Is it 0, no goals, 4 or 6? Low numbers either way.
10 years, yeah.
We often struggle away to them. Home, we've got a better record.
10 years. Though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for 4.
4 you've gone for.
Yeah.
Okay. What is this? What is this? Trying to catch on. You've got 2 out of 2 so far. Okay, Alex. So we're on course for 3 out of 3 here.
Oof, okay. This is where it goes wrong.
Let's go
Pablo.
for question
this
number
is where it
3.
always goes wrong.
And what are the chats doing too? Oh, it's already shown. It's already shown, but it's not. That's.
It's 51st.
It's actually not 51st though.
Is it not?
It's not 51st. I'm almost no. In what minute was Messi's wonder goal scored against Getafe in? So you've actually got a 50% chance of getting this now.
Yeah. Because I actually don't know the answer to this.
It said green 51st. It's not 51st. Is it 29th or 66th?
I'm gonna go for 66. No.
It was 29th, Alex.
See, this is it's always the third question. I can never go 3 for 3. I can never go 3 for 3.
Do you think even
Never.
if 51st didn't pop up green, you would have gone for?
To be fair, I probably would have gone for 51st.
Yeah. Okay.
The thing is, that 29th minute, Messi isn't a player that scores early all the time.
Yeah. That's
don't know.
tough. Damn. Well, you did 2 out of 2. That was.
All right, 2 out of 3.
That
I'll
was
take
a
it. I'll
valiant
take it.
effort.
I'll
Well
take
done,
it.
Alex. Well done.
I'll take it.
We like that from you. Very good indeed. Right, nearly time for kickoff. Just 5 minutes
Yeah.
away now. Again, I want to mention and say thank you to our premium members who are tuning in for this one. More Barça, more premium. If you got the premium, if you are a premium member, as you can see, some of you in the chat there who have just joined with us now, you can play along. You can put your, you can play along to the questions that we've got, the pre-match quizzes, all of the guess the scores, all of that sort of stuff. You can play along with in the chat, interact with us with the stickers we've got available for you, and on FC Barcelona's YouTube channel, you have also got exclusive content there, such as the pre-match press conferences from Hansi Flick, Barça Athletic matches, under 19 matches. Highly recommend you go make yourself a premium member and get involved with these fixtures. Right then, we're nearly there, just under 5 minutes away from kickoff now. I think it's time to guess the score now, Alex, wouldn't you say?
All right, let's do it.
Go on then, give us your score prediction for this one.
Oof, I went 1-3.
Those are from
Pablo,
last week, I
you-
believe. These are last games.
I think I went for the same score.
These are last games. Seem to be having a few problems with the graphics that don't seem to be updating. Those were the Newcastle predictions.
Yeah, I think so, because you went for chaos. I was going to say you went for chaos again, Pablo.
And that would have been a Getafe win, by the way. There you go.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
did
there
go
you go.
3-1 though, to be fair, again.
That's what I would say. I went 3-1 again. It's very optimistic. Well, you're optimistic as well.
Yeah, I know. Oof. And then,
To be fair, we said this when it was pissing down.
yeah.
So I said probability of Getafe getting a scrappy goal just from the weather conditions, completely possible.
Yeah.
Completely possible.
Yeah.
A long ball bounces through, bounces under Juan Garcia, completely possible. I think we're in a good mindset to be able to attack. Oh, it is raining again
It is
at the
still
Johan
tipping
Cruyff. Yeah.
down.
I think we're in the right mindset to attack, and I think we have the right players on the pitch to do that. And I think Getafe, being a bit more confident with the start of the season, maybe they open up a bit more. So, 3-1. I think we can get 3 goals in a span of 90 minutes. That's quite a lot for us, considering we scored six goals against Valencia. The one goal, I'll give it down to weather conditions and Getafe being as confident as they are.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like they've not scored so far.
Exactly.
So they've got goals scored. I mean, Lisa scored 3 in 4 games.
They popped the bus, but they're not. They can score. They are capable.
They absolutely can come out 100%. I have gone for 3-0. I don't know why. I'm just feeling confident today.
Okay.
I would usually go for that, the 1-0 that Paul has gone for. But today I've just gone for 3-0, and that's maybe a more sensible prediction from Paul against Getafe. It's usually that sort of game.
Yeah, it is. It's such a low score. What was the score of the last game we played against? It was
at home was 1-0.
It was 1-0. Yeah, that's why it was
So
exactly.
It's usually low scoring. So it's understandable, that prediction. I went 3-0 though. I'm just confident. I liked how we played against Valencia. I thought we were really good in that game. Same stadium again tonight at the Johan Cruyff. Different conditions, of course. Different opponent. 100%. I thought Valencia were way off it that night, for example. And Getafe are in good form. Defensively, so strong. But I'm confident. So there you go. 3-0 for me. 3-1 for Alex. 1-0.
Let the Johan keep being our good luck stadium.
Absolutely. Right then. Not long to go, just over 2 minutes till kick-off here at the Estadio Johan Cruyff. Here's the Barca lineup. Joan Garcia, of course, starts in goal. Back 4, Koundé, Eric Christensen and Gerard Martin. Midfield 3 of De Jong, Pedri and Dani Olmo. And in the front line we have Rafinha alongside Lewandowski and Ferran Torres. A strong Barca team, 4 changes from Newcastle. So we're very excited to see how they get on today at what we expect to be a packed-out stadium. We can tell you it is still raining at the Johan Cruyff, and relatively heavily too.
It seemed like it was drizzling beforehand, but it is properly raining. It doesn't stop, so we'll see how well this pitch floods. Drains. I think it's built really, really well. The women have played there quite a lot in the rain, and it has been fine. But obviously, there's only so much a pitch can do if it continues to rain the way it's been raining. So hopefully the rain stays as it is, if not gets better. But again, the rain is just never... It puts the game a lot more even than what it usually is. The rain always...
I was going to ask that, Alex. Do you think in these conditions, do you think that favours Getafe?
It favours the underdog, always.
I'd agree,
I think so. Especially when we're a team that likes to control the ball. The good thing about it is that we don't like to play a lot of long balls, so the bounce isn't necessarily a big problem for us. If you put a Getafe on, if they try to put in a long ball behind our defensive line, that ball's going to skid and it's going to go out. So that could be better. That'll be easy for Joan Garcia to get the end of it instead of their striker, if that makes sense. So it can not benefit them if that is their style of play and the way that they go out. But obviously, with us being such short passes, the pace of the ball slows down quite a lot. That's why we don't like it. So it's a 50-50, but I think at the end, again, it opens up for scrappy goals. And that's where the underdog team usually... exactly. It's chaos. Scrappy teams, Getafe literally lure in chaos with the way that they play. So put that in, again, an aerial duel, a free kick, a corner kick, anything that can literally just put the ball in the box and anything can happen.
Absolutely.
So it can benefit them.
Here we are then, underway at the Estadio Johan Cruyff. Barcelona in their red and blue home strip. Getafe are in yellow for this game. De Jong's the captain, by the way, for Barca today. Araujo played, of course, midweek against Newcastle. He drops out of the team as Hansi Flick has changed the centre-back partnership. I was going to say about the rain, often Barca themselves will want to wet the pitch because it gives it a bit of zip, and it gets us playing our quick passing. I suppose what you're saying is there's too much rain on this pitch, so it's actually going to hold the ball up when you're trying to switch it, for example. It's going to get quite stodgy in there.
Because when you sprinkle the pitch beforehand, like we always do, it's kind of to skid the surface, but when it rains so much, there's a puddle of rain under, so basically it's just a completely different game. The ball seems to be rolling.
It does.
Good. In warm-up, to be fair, it was rolling really nicely, especially with the short passes. Again, I think for the worst thing about this is the bounces. They're so unpredictable. And when you have teams playing long balls around you, then, you can kind of... chaos just comes in.
There you go. Question on our screen immediately for all of you in the live chat. Who will be the first scorer out of the front three, Alex? Are you going to go for any of those? Lewandowski, Ferran or Rafinha? Who's going to break the deadlock today? If they do break the deadlock, it could be the definitive goal and the important one to give Barca the win. So who are you going for?
You know what? I'm going to go for Rafinha.
Okay.
Switch it up a bit.
Yeah, go on. Go for Rafinha. I'm going to go for Lewandowski. I think it's his sort of game.
Yeah.
I think scrappy, ball in the box, maybe even a set piece,
Yeah.
like header or something. So I'm going to go for Lewandowski. By
Yeah.
the way, we were maybe wondering, we did have it in the graphic that Ferran was off the left, Rafinha off the right.
Yeah.
That is how they've started. So Rafinha starts on the right, Ferran starts
Yeah.
on the left, but he's coming very central.
Yeah, it is quite central. I was about to say it's kind of like a front three in a triangle with Lewandowski up top, Olmo and Ferran dropping in behind, and Gerard Martinez is being given that space down on the left wing. I do really like that system. The women play it a lot. When you have Claudia Pina come in, you have basically a fourth midfielder playing off the striker, and then your fullback literally has the entire pitch to go up and down. It is awful for them, but we know that we're going to be playing Getafe's half for literally the entire game.
Exactly.
So why not give Gerard Martin the entirety of the sideline of the left side, have Ferran come in, and we're basically playing with two strikers at the time. So I think it's quite nice. I'm a personal big fan of that system, because it's really nice to see, and we're a team that can dominate that really, really well. But we'll see how it goes. Right now we've gotten...
Oh, that's not a great challenge early on there.
That is a hard tackle.
He'll probably be lucky to get away without a booking. I think it was...
I think it is. I think the ref went into his pocket.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Mario Martin it was. Young Spanish midfielder. And there you go, Alex.
there it
You're
is,
right,
yeah. Yeah.
So within 3 minutes, Getafe booked immediately. Well, not great for them.
No, it's I think it's them trying to instill themselves in the game. We've been dominating the ball for the past 3 minutes. Really late challenge, just a very sloppy challenge. They're right at the top of the box as well, so get someone over this and they could easily be 1-0 from a direct free kick. I did say it against
Absolutely.
Newcastle.
It's
It's been a
good
while.
position.
It's been a while since we've had a direct free kick goal, so I am keen
we're
to see
due.
that.
The G
I
one,
am
yeah.
keen. If Rashford was on the pitch, I'd be like, give it to the man.
Yeah, with the man who's in form. He's on the bench today, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Marcus Rashford are taking some rest for this game. I'd imagine this is going to be Rafinha who strikes this.
Yeah,
It suits
Dani
an
Olmo,
left footer.
Rafinha over the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if Dani Olmo gets it as well.
Yeah, he's lined up, hasn't he, Olmo?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
are right. It looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's going to be Olmo.
I feel like this is going to be a straight...
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh. Trying to fool everyone.
Oh, that was...
Did a little routine there, so I think
Yeah.
between
it was-
Pedri, Rafinha, Olmo, they sort of all laid off for each other, and in the end, tried to fool people. I wonder if the referee almost got in
Yeah,
Rafinha's
it was...
runway there.
No, I think the ball just went a bit too wide for Rafinha. I think he should have taken a touch there instead of trying to keep with that play. Obviously now they can't really do that again entirely because it's been seen already.
Yes.
I think the pass from it was Olmo was just a bit too far wide it went past Rafinha and it was kind of hard for him to get around that.
Free
but,
kick,
well,
that sort of chance could be the way in
yeah,
tonight,
definitely.
and shame that it went off immediately. Here come Getafe for the first time of the evening. Koundé,
Yeah.
very quick back in there, deals with it well. It's going to be a Getafe throw in though.
Yeah.
4.5 minutes. Rafinha's down here though.
Yeah.
Holding his right ankle.
I think it's his ankle. I think it was a 50-50 challenger that didn't go exactly the way he wanted. But we've been dominating the ball so far, and I think that tackle from Getafe was kind of, we're here and we're not scared, but at the same time, it was a sloppy tackle, and I think it wasn't the greatest start for Getafe there, showing a weakness of maybe we're scared at the same time.
Yeah. The one on Koundé, or that one there on Rafinha.
The one on Koundé.
Yeah. The one on Koundé was very late and not great.
It was very panicky at the top of the box.
Yeah.
So I think Getafe have a lot to calm down. But now they're inside our box, so it's again, they want to take advantage of that. And I think they're actually opening up quite a lot. They're playing with the ball.
For the first 5 minutes,
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
it could
yeah.
change, and within 20 minutes they could just go in their own shell. But for now, they are coming out quite a lot.
They're
so
not
far,
scared.
Getafe.
They're getting high up the
here
pitch
they
quite
go.
a lot.
Mayoral challenged, and
Yeah, Frankie de Jong there with a key touch on the ball to get it out.
well, what we do have back in La Liga is the Flick cam, Alex, as you can see. Hansi Flick is on the touchdown. We have the the reactions from our German
Ooh,
coach
look
as
at,
the
look at those
game
shoes,
goes
little
on.
fashion there today.
Yeah, nice from Flick.
Not bad. There he is.
In
The
rain.
beautiful German man, as Jamie Coles and I like to say.
Who's that?
Yeah.
I might start using that one. There you go, Hansi Flick on the
beautiful.
touchline.
He messaged me. I posted a photo of me with Hansi Flick,
Yes.
and Jamie replied, "The beautiful German man." We say that all the time. It came out. Have you seen White Chicks, the movie?
Yes, I have.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's
I have, yeah.
like the phrase is said there, and I just changed it to a beautiful German man. So,
Instead of.
a beautiful chocolate man.
Okay.
It was that touch. It was like flirting, and it was just really funny. But the way it said, it's just like beautiful German man.
Yeah, no, I have watched that
Yeah.
evenly. What is the key of the game? Question for you, Alex, here. Score early, shoot from far, or be patient?
I think be patient.
Yeah.
I think as much as we score early, that's not going to change the way the game goes.
Okay.
We score early, grand. We score late, grand. We score in the middle of the match, grand. It's not going to change the kind of the way that the game goes. I think Getafe are either going to, if we score, maybe they open up more, but that's so unlikely considering how the past games have gone. Shoot from far out, I think that's, I want it to happen, but it's not the end of the world if it doesn't. I think be patient at the end. Getafe are actually opening themselves up quite a lot, and if we keep possession of the ball, if we're able to move the ball around, play to our key, again, Lewandowski and Ferran doing there what Lewandowski and Rashford did the other night, of kind of being central, both of them being central, playing off Pedri there with the ball and
really
the
nice
attack.
flick. Here come Barça. Here's Gerard Martin. There's Ferran blocked away. Big chance for Barça, that.
Yeah.
Oh, they played it perfectly almost in the breakaway, but Getafe got plenty of bodies back in. It was Ferran who it fell to.
It was a good chance. And again, there, the ball went to the top of the box and nobody was there. That's the kind of space I want to see Frenkie de Jong, Pedri, and our centre-backs be in that space to get those rebounds and literally just put it in the box or have a shot themselves. Yeah, that was definitely a frown from Kiko there.
I agree with your point on that. I probably wouldn't go for score early. I do think it was interesting you mentioned about Christensen shooting far out earlier. And that being an option, you know, but I think shooting from distance could be a way in just if Getafe do, you know, barricade themselves up with two lines.
Yeah.
But so far, Barca just there, for example, in the chance earlier, actually got in transition, which you don't often see against a Getafe team. Got in behind in transition and very nearly opened them up. Here they come again with Olmo.
Getafe now are being really aggressive whenever Barca get the ball there. We see another foul there on Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo was receiving the ball with the back to goal. Defender just stepped up on his back. Not aggressively, just it is a foul. I think Getafe are trying to instill a lot of aggressiveness, especially in this opening 10 minutes of the match. I think like any other team, like we saw Newcastle as well, that intensity goes down after 10-15 minutes and then we kind of settle in and we get the ball. But we have been, you know, prolonging a lot of our possession, like as we're seeing now. And Getafe do stay with their two strikers up top.
They are, yeah, you're right. They haven't dropped them into a four as you maybe suggested they would just yet.
Yeah, we're still in the opening 10 minutes. A lot can change. Just give us 5 more minutes and then we'll probably analyse what Getafe have planned.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think we're actually being patient early on, which is quite nice. Not letting the chaos of Getafe's aggression get the better of us.
That's nice. Here's Rafinha.
Oh, he lit.
We like that from Rafinha.
That was good tap.
You've got it cleanly, Lewandowski.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued that Lewandowski's starting again tonight. Ferran starts with him, doesn't replace him, but I think that's probably because Flick, against three centre-backs, he wants a focal point up there.
Yeah,
he wants
definitely.
someone who can maybe bully the Getafe centre-backs just a little bit and give them something to think about, because else they're they're free.
Yeah, exactly. I think Getafe, with dropping their players so deep, Lewandowski's always going to have three players around him. So you need the dynamic between Ferran and Lewandowski, particularly because Ferran drops in more. Rafinha does stay wider. But if you're having your central striker be crowded by 3-4 centre backs, essentially, you need that extra floating player, whether it be the 10 or the in this case the width. I think it's a good strategy, and let Ferran kind of one of them be the distraction for centre backs essentially, and then let the other one actually be the striker. So it's quite interesting to see. Again, I am a fan of this formation, seeing it being played for over the years with the women's side, and for them it works really, really well. Because again, you have a player like Claudia Pina who has an absolute belter of a shot. You leave her as a fourth midfielder with an extra shot, when you know having those rebounds, being able to play into space because the striker distracts the centre backs.
This is some breakaway from Barça. That's going to be a booking. He's not giving it. He's not giving it.
How's that not a foul?
I'll tell you what, Rafinha didn't complain much himself, which I find interesting. I thought he was clearly chopped down on the counter attack.
I don't know if there was a lot of contact.
Here we go. Yeah, well, he jumps over it. He jumps over the challenge. That's why.
He tries to jump over.
Too honest.
I mean, that could have been for a yellow, because Valencia player really stuck out his leg there. That's surely a foul now.
Oh, referees. He has given that one, there you go. He has given that one. So free kick, almost
literally got squished between three players.
Alex, I think it's a good time to give a little mention to some of our premium members.
Ooh,
a little bit of a welcome to them, a little bit of a thank you to all of you.
We have a lot of new premium members today.
We do, of course. We have the those who are getting the premium pack and those who are getting the basic pack, and there's quite a few of them, which we do indeed love to celebrate as Barça come forward again here with Rafinha. That's a nice ball. Lewandowski's in. Still Lewandowski. Will it fall to Ferran? Free kick in the end. I think Lewandowski's caught his man.
Yeah. This ref he has had an interesting start to the match.
Right then, here we go. YouTube Premium members.
Right.
Let's hear it for you all.
Let's see.
Our favourite song. Oh, how we love you all. Brian Lugo, welcome to Pack Premium. Kwasi J, Pack Premium. Junaid Farouk, Pack Basic, thank you for signing up. Ofertas PTY, we've got Pack Premium. A lot of premium members, we love to see that from all of you. Kisa Cassandra Matiga, lovely name, Pack Basic. Many of you are coming in here. Thank you for all the hearts in the chat, guys. Welcome to all of you culers who have made yourself members with us today. We do indeed appreciate that. Bravo to all of you.
Welcome to the show of a chaotic game.
And hopefully 3 points. And well done to all of you for coming out here against Getafe, which is often one of our most tricky games of the season. We've been patient so far, haven't we?
Yeah.
And that's Ferran. This will fall against Pedri. Oh, and he tried to get it through to Ferran. It's going to be got for a corner.
I really like Ferran and Lewandowski so far, to be honest. I feel like both of them. I mean, we saw there Lewandowski trying to have that little cheeky backheel pass to Ferran, who's making the run into the box. And I think the runs, they're putting each other on either side of the main centre back for Getafe, and they're making runs across each other, and they're working really well. I do like that, to be honest.
I'm sure that's the aim from Hansi Flick. He's almost playing the two players who he's got as number 9s this season together. Yeah. We might not see that very often, but he's probably thought against this game,
why not?
Back three.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to have a lot of bodies in the box. Let's get our own bodies in the box. And a lot of bumping off the ball is happening. Barça are not very happy with the way Getafe are playing. We know that's what they bring to the party, though. That's the way they want to frustrate Barça.
Exactly.
So far, I'm liking how quick, sharp, intricate we're being. Just feel after the international break, we've taken a step up in that department. And we've started well enough tonight. I think these games always have a little less energy to them. Here's Dani Olmo. There's Ferran. Oh, what a golazo that is! Vamos!
What an assist from Dani Olmo, meu Deus! Vamos! I think this calls.
What have we got? He's back in the goals. Ferran Torres. What a goal!
What a goal! That was brilliant. I think it was Rafinha who saw the run.
If there was a way to break down Getafe,
it's that. It was literally Rafinha cuts into the left. Dani Olmo makes a run. Rafinha literally perfectly to Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo, without touching the ball, backheel pass to Ferran, who's going on top of the penalty spot. First time finish, golazo. Vamos, 1-0.
Unbelievable. Well, we celebrate that one a lot. How about Hansi Flick? How did he celebrate that goal? Let's have a look now. Tiburon time. There we go. He must be so pleased with that.
It's such a relief. It's again, you look at the past scores that we've had against Getafe. 1-0, 1-1. You don't expect to get a goal so early on at all. So it's relief. I mean, I think we celebrated it the same way that Hansi Flick. It's relief, it's joy, it's okay. We've got the first one down. Now we can keep going. It gives you confidence, especially scoring 15 minutes into the match. It gives you confidence to be able to go for more.
Here come Getafe themselves. Well defended. Flag stayed down for now, and it's going to stay down. Yep, that was onside. Getafe trying to come back immediately. I mean, that's how to score against Getafe. What a move that was, isn't it? Just
one time.
Brilliant football. Even a side as good defensively as Getafe could do nothing about it.
Rafinha broke 2 lines of defenders there for Olmo. Olmo really, really quick to think, right, Ferran is coming in, backheel pass, literally perfect, and Ferran absolutely nailed it. There was literally no stopping that from the Getafe keeper. He literally just nailed that high. It was brilliant. It was brilliant.
He's definitely becoming more sharp in that department, I think, Ferran Torres. I know he's playing more as a number 9 now. I just think in front of goal, he's becoming one of those players that you can back a little bit more now as he's developed throughout his career. He started off as a winger, obviously. I just feel now, when he gets in that sort of position, I'm backing him, and I like that. And that was a very cool finish from him.
Yeah, definitely. I think Ferran has definitely had the conscience to know that if he was ever going to be able to play, he needed to bring more dynamic style into his style of play, because Lewandowski, I think, is the outright central striker, and Lewandowski has a style of play, and he also has an age that he's not going to be running up and down the pitch, for forever. And I think when you put Ferran in that, he still has energy. He's exciting. He has motivation to do that, and he had, kind of the obligation to become a more dynamic player. And now you're seeing the fruits of it. You're seeing, he's playing perfectly well off a player like Lewandowski. There's no reason that either of them had to be a competition either. It didn't have to be one or the other, and I think Hansi Flick has instilled that so clear. Lewandowski is a player that he is, and Ferran is a player that he is, and they can even work well together. And it's playing to each other's strengths. Ferran is getting a lot more space to roam in, a lot more touches on the ball. Lewandowski is, being the higher central striker, ready for the balls into the box, playing with the central defenders. And you need both of them on your team, essentially.
Absolutely. We just saw a few moments ago on the Flick cam. Flick has actually taken his jacket off. So whilst the rain,
things are getting serious now.
Maybe pouring down. I think it's relatively stopped now, but it's still hot in Barcelona. Is the case here? So Flick has got the jacket off.
Still like 20 degrees, I think, even when it's raining.
Nice from Ferran. Gets in himself. Helps out the team.
Yeah, Getafe getting into good places, but they're not sharp on their decision making. They're not used to getting so high up the pitch. They're getting into good spaces. They're getting into the box. They're getting down to the touchline, but they can't decide what to do with the ball when they get into those positions. Obviously, because they're playing 5 in the back, they don't have players up. They don't have numbers when they attack, so it is hard to make the decisions when you don't have many options. But again, they had 2 players on attack. It was a 3v3 essentially, and even at that, they couldn't make a decision. So Getafe, good that they're opening up. It also makes the game a lot more entertaining for us.
Do you think at 1-0 down Getafe are going to change? Do you think they'll just, I suppose for now, they'll just sort of keep with this sort of like mid to low block that they're in?
Yeah, I think
whilst it's
last season, yeah, exactly. I think last season it was really an exaggeration when we said park the bus. They literally just parked the bus, and it was literally, I think at one point I counted, I think there was 10 players in the box. Yeah, everyone except the striker was literally in the box defending.
They're not quite playing that way tonight, are they? Yeah.
No, exactly. They're opening up. There's a lot more space in between their players as well. They're literally playing like a normal team, and they're willing to play with the ball once they regain possession. As we've seen there, they regain possession, strung 3 passes together. Thankfully, we're better at regaining possession than they are, but they're really trying to play the game, and they are getting in good positions. It's just they're unable to kind of instill themselves in the attack and be actually effective with it. But you never know. Again,
absolutely.
One of these chances, maybe they do get it, or they get a corner kick, or they get a foul. You never know. But so far, actually, I'm quite liking the match both ways.
Yeah, I'm quite chuffed 20 minutes in.
For once, I'm actually happy that our opponents are playing well.
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? When they come up more, it can often help us. I completely agree with that. That is the case. Right. What do you expect from this game as a whole? We're 20 minutes in now. We're in quite a comfortable, good position.
Yeah.
Are you expecting a comfortable victory? Maybe a hard-fought game, a hard-fought victory, that maybe? Or one of those games that a lot of players get minutes in?
I don't know, to be fair. I don't actually know if it stays 1-0 going to the second half, or we're mid-second half. I don't think Hansi Flick would necessarily rotate a lot of players.
No.
Maybe, rotate players on the attack. Maybe Rashford gets minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe Fermin comes on as well. But I wouldn't necessarily say, a lot of minutes for different players. I would say a hard-fought game, but I think a hard-fought game mentally.
Yeah.
I would like to say. I think Getafe is they're still going to be Getafe at the end of the day, no matter how much more they open themselves up to attack. I think it's patience, and we've
what a nice ball by Frenkie de Jong. Lewandowski was on the left channel, couldn't quite get there. Good leap from Rafinha, gets it back for Barça. Here's Lewandowski, dinked over towards Rafinha. He's kept it in, has he? Referee says yes.
Yes? No?
Play on, yeah.
No, goal
now
kick.
it's out.
So close.
Linesman's called, isn't it, I suppose, really,
Yeah.
from over there. I expect this to be a hard-fought game.
Yeah.
I think I do. It could be one of those that Barca run away with. I said 3-0. I'm hoping it is that, but you'd expect it to be hard-fought. We made the perfect start to hope that isn't the case. We've been good, dynamic. I think we've played short, but I think we've been direct enough, actually. We were really direct against Newcastle, weren't we, Alex?
Yeah,
on
definitely.
Thursday night. Like, in the first half especially, we often went long, and maybe we thought a bit too long. We evaded a bit too much. But I think to beat teams like Getafe, you do need to go direct. You do need to surprise them a bit, because else it's all in front of them and they can follow it.
Yeah. No, I think it's that. I think consistency, it's the patience. It's gonna be a slow game in the sense that we're not always going to be attacking. We're not always gonna be, being so direct. It's picking the right moments, I think, is where the majority of our team kind of comes into play. Because again, you see us grow in maturity of patience and everything, Over the, few seasons ago, we were the team to get mad when things wouldn't go our way, when we didn't have possession. We would get frustrated and we were just unable to finish a game. And you look again against Newcastle, it was literally so much patience, just having a mindset of, right, this isn't going the way we want it to go, but here's a solution. Yeah. If they want to stick to the game plan, right, but we keep it patient, we choose the right moments. It's about being intelligent with everything, and I think right now this game is going to be no other than that. Oof.
So you couldn't quite plug it out in the sky. Just looking at a few chats here. Celia says Visca Barça. Got the shark emojis.
Ooh, shark emoji from
We
Matt.
like the shark emojis.
Yes.
Alia says I want those hats as well.
Alia, I think Alia deserves one, to be honest.
Max saying I knew the shark would do his thing, and that's what he's done so far. Lots of El Tiburons too.
El
from
Tiburon.
Pilita. Luz too. We like that from the chat.
Yeah. Keep it coming, chat.
In fact,
do we ask them what their score predictions are?
Go on, let's have some score predictions. And whilst you're at it, give us some hearts too.
All right. Go on, chat. Score predictions for today. We're 1-0 up, so you have the edge over Pablo and I. Score predictions, and let's fill the chat with hearts.
Yeah, they have. We want your score predictions to give us some hearts at the end of those score predictions, Cordelia. So let's get them in there right now. Then, to what you think the score will be today. As you said, they've got a bit of a head start.
Yeah, but it's one. We still have 70 minutes to go. 70 minutes. What is chat score prediction? Let's get your score predictions in.
Nice from Gerard Martin. This is Ferran. Takes it in well. The goalkeeper says I said 3-0.
3-0. Okay. So same as Pablo.
Yeah. Same
Clean
as
sheet. I'm the pessimistic that doesn't have a clean sheet ever.
Discorrupting 3-1. Loads of hearts in the chat from Isaac. We'd love to see that. 4-0 from Luan-S.
Okay. Everyone's going for a clean sheet. High score, clean sheet. It gives those vibes, doesn't it, this game? I think it could go well.
3-0 from Mac.
Okay.
Rafinha trying to get away there. Tries to make a foul to get about. Thank you for your score predictions. And thank you for all the hearts too, Cordes. We like that. Lots of hearts are coming in the corner too, not just in the chat, which is nice to see. Alia said I said 5-0.
5-0. Alia goes for La Manita.
Against Getafe.
5-0 for La Manita. Alia, I like that score prediction.
I'll tell you who is furious on the sideline here. 25 minutes in is José Bordalas. He's not happy about something at all.
Rafinha went for a hard tackle.
Yeah, he thinks that was out of order from Rafinha, who was trying to get back in.
To be fair, Rafinha didn't get the ball, but it was matching Getafe's aggression.
Don't think he got a booking for it, Rafinha. That's why Bordalas wasn't too pleased.
I don't think it was for a booking. It could have been, maybe, but I don't necessarily think it was necessary for the booking, considering the challenges that Getafe have made. That wasn't a dangerous challenge, it was just late.
Not the first time we've made a little bit of a tactical foul, though. This time from Olmo, just as they turned and tried to get themselves in a good position. Let's have a look at the Flick cam, see how he's doing. He just retreats to his bench there. He is now in his
bit drier there.
He's now in his t-shirt. Yeah, he is, thankfully. Christensen, Fiarraldo keeps in play. Lovely ball. The spaces of Ferrando wasn't on the far side.
Tried to go just for Rafinha there. Go on, Leva.
Getafe so far. They've actually been decent at playing out of the back. They've been quite accurate, I've thought, in a lot.
I think what's kind of giving them hard times is their keeper. Actually, I think their keeper doesn't necessarily kick the ball anywhere
He
precise.
just wants to kick long and
yeah,
move,
exactly.
You can tell he's not very comfortable with the ball at his feet. Yeah.
No, it
Spot
goes
on.
out or it goes. Luckily, it goes like even Getafe players there. The Getafe player who received the kick from the keeper was wide open, and he decided to head it back instead of control it down and keep it down himself.
Nice.
Oh,
From
go on,
Gerard
Lewa.
Martinez is Ferran. And it's hit away
It was
back
down. Instead of he tried to go back second post for Rafinha, but I think the ball there should have been to Lewandowski low and hard
I agree.
across the goal.
Barça getting in though and playing nice football so far.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
been calm, patient, but they've known when to speed things up. It's been another good performance at the Stadio Johan Cruyff from Barça. This is Ferran now. De Jong.
Go
Look how
on.
far Christensen is.
Off, yeah.
Good ball to Olmo. Yeah, it's very patient. I mean, Getafe now are in the sort of shape we probably expect them to be in.
Off.
Barca broken
Go on,
lines again to
Lewa!
Pedri. Oh, that's surely.
Aye.
Thought that was two.
I know.
thought that was two.
I know. That was such a good ball from Pedri into Lewandowski. Was making a really good run. Aye. Literally just.
El Mirde says, come on, we need to get another before
Remember
half
when
time.
Lewandowski was offsides by his toe?
Yes.
We needed that toe right now to score this one.
We needed the Lewandowski toe here, we did, yeah. So nearly Pedri let off a little bit of a right smile.
Yeah, it was a
there.
brilliant play. Again, because Ferran is dropping into the centre of the pitch, Gerard Martí is pushing up and Christensen is almost playing like a fullback and pushing into space. So it's definitely interesting. Koundé obviously going into a lot of space, but a lot less than usual, I think. Because Gerard Martín is pushing up so far on that left side, you don't want to have no fullbacks, essentially, especially when Getafe are still continuing to commit to the two strikers. Oh, look, that space.
Oh, it was a little bit later, wasn't it, from Pedri? He saw the run, it was for Lewandowski.
Yeah, Lewandowski did a really good run to space there, just he saw it too late.
You know what is interesting? Like, Ferran is coming like so central.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
there, like, Lewandowski's the one going wide left. And Ferran's coming almost into like a false nine. It's, They're using that really well so far.
I again just a big fan of it. It brings out a lot of the intelligence of the players to be able to play that. For Gerard Martín to be able to play without a winger in front of him, Lewandowski to be able to play with an extra 10 in front of him, Ferran to be able to be that dynamic player and go into any space available. Again, these kinds of games really brings out the speciality of well, you appreciate what special team we have and the club we play for again. Because I think when you have that, and again, I'm comparing it to the women's team just because they've been doing this formation for years, but like, a lot of teams don't have the brains to be able to play that. Yeah. Your fullback, in this case, it was Esme Brutes and Frida Rodolfo. They played as
Lovely from Barça.
You're asking your fullback to play fullback and winger in one position. There's literally there's no winger in front, so you're asking your fullback to literally play two positions, be good in attack and be good in defense, and I think that's just so intelligent. And it's being able to have your six, become a third centre back when your fullback winger is too high up for your midfielders to cover the space as well. And it just brings such a as a football nerd kind of thing, it's a dynamic formation for so many players, and it's just really enjoyable to watch. And in this case, we're doing it so well.
30 minutes played here at the Estadio Johan Cruyff. Barça 1, Getafe 0. Ferran Torres' goal beautifully set up first by Rafinha and then Olmo with the back heel. We had 4 shots, 1 on target so far, almost all the possession. Getafe have had no shots. Sort of been what you'd expect. Getafe have probably come up more than we thought they would, but
they're still being pestery, aggressive, getting that extra elbow in whenever they get the chance.
There's a big question,
as you
isn't
see
it?
there,
Will Barca score again before half-time? Yes, no, or will we get 2 goals? I might go for no, I think this is going to be a relatively decent.
I'm going to go for yes.
Okay.
I'm optimistic.
Okay.
I'm optimistic. I think yes. I think we can. There's still 15 minutes left. The way that we're playing, I think we are quite keen to get that second goal quite early. I think going into the halftime 1-0 is very, very different to going in 2-0, especially given the confidence that Getafe players need. Is that a yellow card for Rafinha?
Oh.
For time wasting?
He's put Rafinha there, Ricardo Burgos Bengochea.
I think it was for time wasting.
Yeah, I wonder what it was for. I think Rafinha was saying that there was too much space.
Hansi Flick is not having any of it. He's like, I have no idea what just happened, but it's ridiculous.
Bozema, welcome to the Pack Basic. Thank you for signing up.
Let's see what Celia Cotillas has to say. I think they can score if they do a good job attacking. Their opponents aren't very good at defense. Whoa, Celia. It's the opposite, I think. Well, right now, to be fair, it's not their best defensive game. But usually, Celia, this is bad. This is bad.
Barça so far doing their job. There you go. Ferran's goal puts him up to a joint with Rafinha in terms of top scorers for Barça this season. And those are in La Liga.
Yeah.
Goals have been shared around so far. 3 for Rafinha, 3 for Ferran, 2 for Lewandowski, 2 for Fermin, 2 for Lamine Yamal. Of course, we got 2 from Rashford the other night against Newcastle at St James's Park. Goals being shared around so far for Barça. I do think this game, it's been good from Barça. It's been, I think we've kept the pace high enough. I just don't think the intensity has been the exact same as we saw against Valencia, for example, where that was so high pace. I feel like Getafe have still managed to slow it down quite a bit. Other than the Ferran goal, we haven't had many chances. Even the Newcastle game, even for them, it was more high pace, high energy, and that's probably what you expect from a Getafe at home sort of fixture.
Yeah, I think mentally we were prepared for a very slow, patience game.
Yeah,
it's all, patience is key in this game, and I think for that reason, you're not going to be like vamos, let's get as many goals as we can. It's no. Let's keep our heads cool. Let's have patience. Let's get the goals that we can. Not necessarily get as many. There's a difference of motivation and mental factor. I think Lewandowski, for example, is not going to be prepared to score a hat-trick today. He's going to be more prepared to play that that chess game with the centre backs to be able to be there for his teammates, to be there in the positions and know when to go, when not to go. And I think again today it's a very different game coming into it. Luckily for us, it's gone really well so far. But I think mentally it's not the same preparing for Valencia than it is Getafe.
Getafe's first corner comes in and it's not a great one, really. You would have thought they would have wanted to take advantage of those balls into the box, but it wasn't great. I think it was Luis Milla who went over to take it. That'll disappoint Bordalas, no doubt about that. Easy for Barça to come away with it. Look at that from Eddie Garcia, all the way up to Rafinha. Flag stays down for now. We'll see this through. Ferran Torres who's clean through. Ferran Torres! He scores again!
Offside.
And the flag has not gone up. That's a goal for Barça. Ferran Torres makes it 2-0.
Is it?
The flag stays down for now. We'll wait for VAR. For Barça 2-0 against Getafe. Vamos!
Because the camera, we didn't see when Rafinha received the ball. So I have no idea whether Rafinha... everyone's celebrating as if...
Yeah.
Okay.
For now, it's been
For
given.
now...
We'll have a look now. We'll tell you now. He's in his...
Goal.
He's in his own half. Rafinha and Barça
Vamos!
out of nowhere.
2-0.
Is Ferran off there? He's on.
I think he's on.
By the way, once Ferran gets there, so cool, so calm.
Yeah.
We're talking
He
about
finishes.
him
He
being better in
finishes
front of
high
goal.
up the pitch. He finished from outside of the box.
That counts as a goal outside
That
the
was
box.
because the Getafe keeper actually came out really well to. No, he's not off.
And he's on. Goal.
No, he's on.
This will be given.
Vamos! El tiburón!
That caught us completely off guard, Alex.
Yeah, because we didn't. So Rafinha wasn't offside because he started the run from our own half, but we didn't see it on camera. So when he received the ball, he was like miles ahead of Getafe's back line. So we were like, I have no idea what happened.
Wow.
But Rafinha started the run within his own half. Ferran did well to keep behind the ball as well. 10 out of 10. We're 2-0 up.
Brilliant.
Vamos.
Can you believe it?
Ferran's on his way for a hat-trick.
We didn't really know what was going on. Let's see if Hansi Flick did. Let's see his reaction to the goal. Let's see what the coach, how the coach reacted. Here he goes. He was as shocked as us.
Yeah. He was
like,
do I celebrate? Do I? I think he stayed cool. Look
at him. Yeah. The first thing he did was looked and look at everyone on the bench. Straight to the monitor to have a look.
Yeah.
I'll see what happened. Christensen's got a big whack here to the face.
Lovely.
In live time.
No, it was brilliant. It was.
It's not great by Mario Martini.
It was just like that. The chat can't see the game, so we need to replay it, Pablo. Should I do that tackle? Is that tackle on Koundé?
No. Let's not start that. Can you imagine if we started doing that?
Just replay
Recreating the goals like. pan out the camera and just set up down here. We've got some space down there to
Yeah,
start
we do.
recreating
You know
goals.
what? Get a ball in.
That would actually
Go
be
on.
hilarious, yeah.
Yeah, we'll recreate that Dani Olmo back heel.
Back heel.
For the... Go on.
Buonissimo.
Right, 2-0.
Buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing with this, Alex. I'm sure everyone else is buzzing in the chat. We've got loads of Tibor Lons in the chat, by the way.
I feel like Alia now might be onto a decent scoreline there with the 5-0.
Yeah, Ali says, Pablo, you got to trust Barça. Let's see if we can score another one before half-time. You're
There we
right.
go.
I said we wouldn't. I thought it would be more low-key.
Alia's
It
going
isn't.
for... Should we say... Oof, there's still 10 minutes. Should we even dare to say a Ferran hat-trick in the first half?
A first half Ferran hat-trick? Would it be possible? Can you believe it? 2-0 Barça at home.
I love that from Mac. Bow!
Yeah, bow.
El tiburón.
Look at all the shark
El
emotions. We love
tiburón
that.
hat-trick.
He did what sharks do.
He shreds.
He shreds.
That's a new one.
2-0 up against Getafe. We didn't expect this, no doubt, in the first 37 minutes. But
It's
Barça
again...
playing very well. I think
Yeah.
we're all very pleased with how the team's come back from the international break. They did it really focused. Christensen's got a lot of blood in his face right now, by the way, from that whack he got.
I'd be really curious to see how Getafe comes out in the second half. And okay, go on.
I just saw a point. You know the elbow?
Yeah.
That was from the same player that made the foul on Koundé, if I'm not wrong.
Ooh, was it?
That's a yellow, no? Should have been a yellow. Wasn't given by the referee. I'm just saying that. He's very lucky maybe to still be on the pitch right now. Well,
that definitely could have been reviewed.
There you go. There's a question for you, Alex. Will Ferran score a hat-trick? Yes, no, 2 goals and 1 assist.
Oh, Marcus Rashford going to warm up.
Yeah, Rashford immediately sent to warm. That's interesting. There's a slide tackle there from Eric Garcia. I'm going to go... Yes, he's going to score a hat-trick, but not in the first half.
I'll go yes for a hat-trick. I'll go yes for a hat-trick. I think the game has opened up really well for him with the dynamic of Dani Olmo and Lewandowski and everything and the space that he's getting into. I think he's doing really, really well in that space. And kudos again, Lewandowski is doing a lot of work that goes untouched. Again, you know, it's not necessarily that he has to sacrifice himself scoring goals because he had that chance against Pedri, but he is the one entertaining centre backs and leaving a lot of space for Ferran to run into.
Ferran holding it.
Exactly, and that's what you want. You know, another thing is Lewandowski to play like that and Ferran not take his opportunities. But kudos to Ferran, you know, saying like this is what teamwork, and everyone's so happy and it's nice. Again, it's that dynamic. It's these players are special. We're a team. We play for each other, and you know, players know their roles, whether it be beneficial to them or not. But I think Lewandowski is doing, you know, a lot of silent work in this match.
Yeah, Alias says Christensen bleeding, and Pilita also asking Christensen bleeding. He was. He's okay though. He's still on.
It was a good whack in the face.
It was a proper whack, and probably coming from his gums and teeth. Here he goes, Christensen, well recovered by Christensen, but now Getafe come down the other end themselves. I wanted a free kick. Referee says we're just a collision between the two players. So play on here for Barça. 6 minutes to go until half time. Really satisfactory first half. And Christensen now, by the way, does look fine in terms of no blood around the mouth or anything like that. There's one of those balls up from
Ferran into space, just bouncing out. I think that's the first time we've noticed the rain this half, to be fair.
Skid along,
Yeah, just the ball was, instead of bouncing up, it just bounces straight. It was a good idea though. Ferran was in a lot of space there. We're seeing that ball again. Rafinha brilliant there with the touch, and Ferran just really, really good finish. Training ground finish that.
Yeah, it was really patient, calm, sat the goalkeeper down, and then
1v1 versus the keeper, knows exactly where to place it. I mean, you place it where the keeper leaves the space, and the keeper left the space. Literally, just it went side netting, I think first. It was just brilliant. It was brilliant.
It's getting so much better at that.
Yeah.
And fans think.
Yeah, I think he has gotten a lot better of having patience in front of goal, not getting too. Go on,
Lewandowski! Good save by Soria. Wow.
Yeah, that was brilliant for Lewandowski. Like Rafinha just kind of left it. He's like, go on. Ferran's.
Again, collisions off the ball. Couldn't get one that back fairly, says the referee. Rafinha on the switch now. It's an ambitious switch. Martins retrieved it. Barça playing really good football, full of confidence right now. This is Olmo over. Really good from Barça again. They were getting a lot of chances now. Starting to rack up the shots. So we only had one on target a few moments ago.
Our confidence levels are so high. I think it'll be really interesting to see Getafe come out for the second half. They've tried to change. They've opened themselves up to themselves trying to play out the back, and again it's benefited us. and we've gotten 2 goals in the first half. You know, that's 1 more goal than we ended up in the 90 minutes last time. So it's going to be interesting to see what Getafe do. I wouldn't be surprised if they just go into their really, really deep low block in the second half and just kind of try to minimize the amount of goals that we're able to score.
They're starting to bring out the dark arts now, Getafe, by the way. There's a few shoves off the ball on Lewandowski, which I must say, it would be good if they were picked up on it, because then they'd stop doing it. Because in theory, you shouldn't be allowed to do the 2-hand shove, but they did it twice in a row and both in the box. I know it would have been soft for a penalty,
but at least let the ref give the warning. Off Pedri, go on.
Pedri Potter gliding through midfield. I haven't even asked you yet tonight, Alex. So the atmosphere in the Johan Cruyff looks really good again. You were there. We're going to have a yellow card now. The referee is going to chop down on some of these decisions here. I think Diego Rico's going to go into the book. 3 minutes before half time. Yeah. It's not Diego Rico, actually. It's going to be someone else. But atmosphere looks really good. Fans seem to be really enjoying themselves. Like, how was it against Valencia? From commentary, I thought it sounded really good. Obviously, it's a smaller stadium, more compact, but fans seem to be right behind the team.
Yeah, no, it was brilliant. Obviously, the away end is in a corner, and there's a lot less people. Oh, go on, Ferran!
Who's at the crossbar? Oh, I can't believe that. That should have been the hat trick in the first half.
That was a first half hat trick. Oh, that went off. That would have been such a goal as well. It was a volley.
Was that almost easier than the 2 he'd scored before?
He went for the goal. He should have dinked that over. He went for glory he went for glory for the hat trick. He probably should have gone for a dink over the keeper for that one in the far post.
That's his 5th shot already, but very
involved. Off that crossbar rattled.
Yeah, absolutely rattled. Very much feels like the hat trick's incoming, I must say.
Yeah, no, I think that would have been a first half hat trick. Literally ridiculous considering it's against Getafe.
I like this one. Max says Christensen bleeding, the shark will definitely go crazy. Smelling blood. I must say, Getafe now, Alex, are putting in a lot of late challenges. A lot of them, and they've got to be careful.
Yeah.
Jenner this time, I think it was.
Yeah, no, I think Getafe are rightfully so getting frustrated. You know, they usually don't struggle this much against us necessarily, and they're just being careless. I think they're being desperate. I think halftime right now is coming at a good time for both them and us. They're getting overly frustrated, and we don't want to see our players get tackled 100%.
Like that. 100%. They're leaving a lot of silly, bad
exactly. And again, the ref probably should take yellow card to Getafe coach there. I think rightfully so. The refs probably should get more involved with this.
Yeah.
I think he finally is, because it is starting to get quite dangerous.
You have to put a stamp on it, don't you? Because else ends up with a player injured, like you were saying, Alex, and that's the last thing we want. It really is.
Hansi Flick getting a yellow as well.
Would be typical, wouldn't it? Here he goes.
Yeah, there it is.
A yellow card.
Oh no, it's a staff.
It's to
a staff number,
Seems to always get a booking on the bench. Right then, best thing about the first half, would you say, Alex? Ferran's brace, Blaugrana intensity, or Olmo's magic?
Oof. You know, as much as I do love Ferran's brace, I want to say the intensity is absolutely amazing. I think Ferran is the man who scored 2 goals, but I think this is such a team effort overall. It's Pedri's and Frankie's midfield, magic. Christensen, I think, has been key to being that pillar in the back of stopping a lot of counter-attacks like Getafe have tried.
Oh, good cross, Koundé. Rafinha went in there, steered away.
Rafinha, Ferran, Olmo, Lewandowski have all played a brilliant role of that dynamic movement and opening up space against a team like Getafe. And I think, again, Ferran is man of the moment right now, but this has been such a team effort. That I have to say our intensity has been outstanding.
Top class display this again so far. Really impressed, I must say. I thought we were great against Valencia. Really showed a different side to our game against Newcastle too. Really good. And again tonight, I'm very pleased. This is much more like the Barça of last season. We're looking very sharp indeed. There you go, assists from Olmo and Rafinha for the 2 Ferran goals. He very well could have had a hat-trick too before this one was up. 2 additional minutes have been added at the end of this first half. Very fruitful first half for Barça. 2 goals they did against Getafe.
Lewandowski had a clear opportunity. Ferran had a clear opportunity for a hat trick. No, it's been brilliant, and I think as much as it is kudos to us, I think Getafe playing a different game plan has benefited us so much.
Yeah, not banking in as much as they usually would, yeah. Leaving just that pocket of space in behind, isn't
exactly,
it? Even that scenario which we scored the goal from, the second one, sorry, you just wouldn't usually get that against
Yeah, no, exactly. It's such, not only do they have, that is not a great tackle as well. Koundé he's mad.
Oh dear. Oh goodness me! I mean, it's all kicking off here, by the way.
Yeah, Koundé is rightfully.
Koundé was fuming. I think Diego Rico for a challenge he left. Diego Rico was about
Hansi Flick is fuming right now.
Hansi's livid, and Diego Rico was about to go and confront Koundé, and the linesman almost came and
literally pushed him. Should we replay it?
He got pushed,
the
and the linesman
and then
dragged it. And Diego Rico's now saying to the linesman, "Don't touch me." But
But that was a bad tackle on Koundé. That was straight to the ankle, and Koundé went down in pain, slammed the ground. But I mean,
that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. Like, that's literally a stud to the ankle.
And he's
didn't even get the ball. Well,
it's a bit of it, but it's the follow through. He knew exactly what he was doing.
His stud grazed his ankle.
I cannot believe the linesman tackling him.
Oh, that was brilliant.
I've never seen that before.
A stud to the ankle is probably one of the worst pains you can ever feel, and this is literally like stepped on, and it's just unnecessary, like follow-throughs, late challenges, and if the ref doesn't get this controlled, Koundé has every right to be livid.
He was fuming
with that.
Koundé, it's not the first he's received.
Exactly. No, that's about the third or fourth one that he's received tonight. He was the one that got that late tackle. Literally, 5 minutes in? It's ridiculous. And Koundé is literally time after time after time again, just absolutely getting. Last game it was Frankie getting kicked in the ankles. Today it's Koundé. And if the ref doesn't get a hand on these late challenges from the Getafe players, then this game is going to get really sloppy really quick.
There you go, half-time whistle blows.
Half-time.
Bit shame how much Getafe are trying to kick the life out of the Barca players at the end of the half.
I think he just kicked the water ball.
He's not happy with the challenges, and you wouldn't be. You don't want injuries, not when you're 2-0 up.
That's what I'm saying. It's so unnecessary. Like,
it's wrong.
Grand, you're fuming, you're furious, but if you're doing these late challenges, and the ref overall just isn't really. He's giving yellow cards. He's giving. He has taken action on it, but. He's not making it any better either. When you're permitting the challenge, like right there, that challenge on Koundé just shouldn't be permitted at all.
Yeah, absolutely not good at all. Alex, quickly then, first half, very good first half on both sides. So 2 goals from Ferran Torres, and we can go into the interval very happy indeed. Yeah,
no, definitely scrappy last 5 minutes of the match. I think Getafe are just growing very desperate and very furious, and rightfully so, because we've had an amazing game. Yeah. There's literally nothing to fault in this. We scored twice. Ferran hit the crossbar for the hat trick. We've had more opportunities outside of that as well. We're playing really well. We're moving the ball really well. Gerard Martin is having that entire space on the left side. Koundé is being involved in the attack a lot. Rafinha is very dynamic. I think every single player on the pitch is having a really good game tonight.
Absolutely. Well, let's ask those in the control room. Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down for the first half from Barça? Let's hear it from you. It's a resounding thumbs up. Well, that's what we'd like to hear from you. We agree with you. You were optimistic at half time against Newcastle last time, but this time we deserve a thumbs up. Well done to all of you in the control room, as ever. Right then. As ever, we have a halftime quiz coming up for you. It's again going to be from our friend Robert Van Ackalt, who's usually in my position here. We've got Robert with you for the halftime quiz. Enjoy this one, culers.
Hello, culers. Welcome back to another halftime quiz. Halftime entertainment here on Barça Live, and roles are still reversed. I am taking care of your halftime entertainment today once again. I hope you enjoyed the quiz against Newcastle. We're coming back with another bit of history today with the halftime quiz. History of games at home against Getafe. Before that, I do want to remind you of all the content that you can find on Barca's YouTube platform where you're watching Barca Live today. For example, Marc Bernal, his recovery, a special video on Marc Bernal's recovery. He made his comeback last week against Valencia. Also, of course, training sessions, and you've got all sorts of highlights of the Femení, or highlights of Barca's last league game, that 6-0 win against Valencia, for example. So, having said that, let's go with today's halftime quiz. And as I said, as I pull up the quiz here on my phone, it's history against Getafe. Both home and away. I did say home before. It's both home and away because there are a couple of questions regarding away games. So, with no further delay, let me get question 1 on our screens right now. And, well, we're going to go with, when was the first league game against Getafe played? First Barça Getafe or Getafe Barça? When was it? Was it option 1 back in 1975, the Cruyff days? Option 2, 1996, or option 3, 2004? Is it in the 21st century? Is it recent history that we've got with Getafe? Option 1, 1975. Option 2, 1996. Option 3, 2004. What do you think, guys? Where are you with this? Option 1, option 2, option 3. Do you remember the first Barça Getafe, Getafe Barça? I'm going to give you the answer. In 3, in 2, in 1. 2004. 2004 is the correct answer. There's only history in the 21st century between Getafe and Barça. And the first game was at the Coliseum Alfonso Pérez, a 2-1 win for Frank Rijkaard's Barça. And staying on that game, in that 2-1 win, question 2. Who was Barca's first scorer ever against Getafe? Who scored the first Barca goal against Getafe in the league in that game in 2004, the 2004-2005 season, in which Barca did win the league, by the way? Was it option 1, Rafa Marquez, the Mexican defender? Option 2, Brazilian star Ronaldinho? Or option 3, current director of football Deco? Was it 1, Marquez, 2, Ronaldinho, or 3, Deco? I'm going to tell you it was a free kick. Not much of a clue because all 3 of them scored free kicks for Barca back in the day in that Frank Rijkaard team. So who was it? 1 Marquez, 2 Ronaldinho, or 3 Deco? 2-1 win that day for Barca. I'm going to also tell you that 2 of these players scored in that game, so 1 each, and 1 of them didn't, obviously. Final seconds. Answer coming in 3, 2, 1. It was the defender. It was Rafa Marquez scoring from a free kick. Rafa Marquez, the first scorer ever against Getafe. And in that game, Deco also scored, but he scored the second goal. So, third question. Home games against Getafe. And I'm hoping not to jinx this today, obviously. Let's hope that all goes well today in this game against Getafe. Second time that Hansi Flick's team will host Getafe after last season. How many times have Barca lost to Getafe at home since 2004? Since that first game, which was away, but then obviously there was a second round. Is it option 1, never? We've never lost against Getafe. Option 2, twice. Option 3, 5 times. Do you think that we've never lost against Getafe at home? Do you think it's just twice, or option 3, 5 times? 2004. That's 21 years. Is it possible that we've never lost against Getafe? I'm going to confirm that or deny that in 3, 2, 1. Yes, we have never lost. Never lost at home against Getafe. I'm hoping that I won't be at jinx today. I'm hoping that today's result will be positive as well. But yes, we've never lost. We've drawn a couple of times, but never lost against Getafe at home so far. Okay. Going back to last season, see if your short-term memory is good. What was the result in last season's home win against Getafe? Giving you a clue there. Did the question wrong. I just said home win, and option 1 is 0-0. Option 2 is 1-0, or option 3 is 4-0. So with option 1 discarded because I messed up, I admit that I messed up. Is it a 1-0 or a 4-0? Did Barca struggle to score in that game, or was it one of those goal fests that Hansi Flick's team got us accustomed to? What do you think? It was match day 7, that one. Early on in the season, but we had already won some, we'd had some big wins. I remember the 7 goals against Valladolid. Scored a few against Girona and Villarreal as well. Did we keep it going against Getafe in match day 7? I'm going to give you the answer in 3, 2, 1. It was 1-0. 1-0. Lewandowski, sole scorer. So, yeah, games against Getafe, always a bit tight. I'm not sure how this one's going, but yeah, well, let's hope it goes a little bit better. It's a bit more entertaining. Final question, who's got 4 out of 4? Who can make it 5 out of 5? Be honest, live chat, let me know. Who is Barca's top scorer ever against Getafe? Option 1, Villa. Option 2, Pedro. Option 3, Messi, the MVP of the 2010-2011 season. It's one of those 3. Who is it? Is it Villa, Pedro, or Messi? Messi's always the default answer, but is it the correct one? I'm sensing that you're going to type the answer as in quickly here, because is it the option? The obvious option. Correct answer coming in 3, 2, 1. Yes, this time it's Lionel Messi. This time it is Lionel Messi. David Villa, 3rd all-time scorer against Getafe, but that's combining his efforts with Valencia, Barça and Atlético de Madrid. Lionel Messi, the top scorer for Barça against Getafe in all games played in the history against the team from Madrid. That is all from the halftime quiz today. And I hope that we have a good second half. Hope you are entertained by our host, who I'm kicking it back to. Bye, guys.
Robert, thank you very much, my friend.
I won't worry.
Alex is still getting some food in for ahead of the second half. We needed that after the first half. 2 great goals for Barcelona. Robert, thank you very much, and well done to everyone, as always, who played along there for the halftime quiz. A bit of a trivia on the Barça home games against Getafe. As ever, well done. If you got 5 out of 5, we'll be back again with more of those in every halftime segment of the Barça Live show. Right, someone who is pitch side for this game against Getafe versus Barça is Paul Martínez. Paul, ¿qué tal?
Què tal, Pablo, Àlex? Com esteu? Nosaltres bé, contents amb aquests primers 45 minuts que hem vist al Barça de Hansi Flick, amb molt bones sensacions. L'equip blaugrana en aquest partit davant del Getafe, un Getafe que ja sabeu que sempre és complicat. Crec que és especialment significatiu el gol que ha aconseguit Ferran Torres al minut 15 per facilitar una mica les coses en aquesta primera meitat. Un Ferran Torres que ha estat el clar protagonista en aquests primers 45 minuts amb 2 dianes. De fet, és el Pichichi ara mateix a l'equip blaugrana amb 4 gols. Espectacular resistència de Dani Olmo en el primer gol del Barça i també l'assistència de Rafinha en el segon gol de Ferran Torres. Un Barça que arriba amb molt bones sensacions al partit i també ho està demostrant en el dia d'avui a l'estadi Johan Cruyff amb la gespa que està en perfectes condicions. Tot i la pluja que ha caigut abans del partit, sembla que ha drenat molt bé i s'està notant també en el joc fluid de l'equip blaugrana. Segona meitat escalfa ara Marcus Rashford, que entenem que entrarà en aquests segons 45 minuts. Veurem quin és el futbolista que deixa el terreny de joc. Podria ser Rafinha, que té una targeta groga. Per tant, molt bones sensacions de l'equip blaugrana, que esperem que segueixi també en aquest segon temps i que l'equip de Hansi Flick pugui sumar la 3ª victòria consecutiva.
Paul Martinez, thank you very much there. Pitch side, you said the pitch, by the way, in perfect condition, no problems with the pitch. He also says something very interesting. Marcus Rashford is warming up, going through an intense warm-up at half-time. Usually means he's coming on. He said Rafinha's on a booking, so it could be for Rafinha. We don't have it confirmed yet. We're going to wait and see shortly. That could be a move, Flick. But we did see Rashford warming up on the touchline, didn't we? Around about minute 37.
Right before the half came up, he went off alone. That's when you know it's kind of intense, because usually when they come to warm up, just to keep warm, it's usually in a group. He went alone. He was receiving instructions from the staff as well, so you kind of knew it's like, right, he's coming up to, he's warming up to come on, essentially. And it is, it's going to be interesting to see. Do you take off Ferran? He's playing a really good game. Rafinha's been really crucial in that. I am quite, I would love to be a fly on the wall with Hansi Flick and his staff right now. Why are you putting Marcus Rashford on at halftime? It's working so well. So why make the change? And, the one thing that you think of is, Rafinha is on a yellow. Yeah. Maybe you want to save him. That would kind of be, that's the only argument you really find, because everything else, it's working brilliantly.
You could be thinking there's 3 games a week now. Oviedo coming up on Thursday now, then you've got Sociedad Sunday, PSG. But I hear your point completely. Yeah. About that first half, Alex, who do you think was the best player in the first half? We've got 3 options coming up for you. As ever, you got Ferran, Olmo or Rafinha, the man we were just speaking about. There's an obvious answer, of course, but is it someone off the 3?
Oof, that's a hard one. I think between those 3...
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. You know what? I want to say Rafinha.
Okay.
He made that play for the Ferran goal off Dani Olmo assist. He's been a lot on the ball. He's been playing well next to Koundé as well. And he's playing inside the pitch a lot. I think Rafinha's he's gotten so many touches on the ball, and he had that key touch for the first goal.
Assist for the second.
I want to say Rafinha, to be honest.
Okay, Rafinha I've gone for. I'd be swayed to go Ferran. That's the obvious option.
Yeah.
I think Olmo's come in and done well too.
Yeah, I feel like he's not been involved enough in the game to be able to say that as much as Rafinha. Ferran is the obvious choice because he's done really well and creating, taking advantage of the spaces that his teammates are leaving behind him. But I think Rafinha he's had so many touches on the ball.
Yeah,
that I think he's been really, really good. And he's been involved in both goals. So it's off of that.
Off the right hand side again as well tonight with the absence of Lamine Yamal. Exactly. We know he likes it there. That's sort of where he started playing when he first came into Barça, of course. And with Lamine, he's always on the left, but starts again on the right as he did against Newcastle United, of course. And he seems to like it there, Rafinha. I feel like we see a different Rafinha there, but it's a Rafinha that I like as well.
No, I think he's taken advantage of it. I think he knows the style of play and what Lamine Yamal brings behind, but also I think he knows that Rashford and Ferran are better off on that left side. And he has the thing with Rafinha is that I think he has a good right foot, left foot. So you want to kind of have that, keep that advantage in. And when you look at the 1v1 duels, when you look at the style of Ferran, he's not really one big of a regate kind of player.
Yeah.
Rashford a bit more, but Rashford does thrive on that left side because you want to get that shot off his right foot. So I think the obvious answer is to put Rafinha when Lamine Yamal isn't present. I think Rafinha also plays really well with Koundé. I think that's also another key for that position is being able to play really well with Koundé in the overlap and the underlap. And I think Rafinha seamlessly goes well on the right side of the pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with that. We've got a few things in the chat that were saying, I believe that was saying bon profit when you were eating at the start.
I needed energy just like the Getafe players in.
And Alia says 5 out of 5 on the quiz.
Oh, Alia does better than me in most plays, so I'm not surprised.
That's some return. And Max says 2 out of 5, not good, but I would love to see Rashford in this one. He is on fire. Well, we hope to see Rashford in this second half. No doubt about that. We think we may see him in the second half is the word we've got from Paul Martinez, our colleague who is pitch side. He said he was going through an intense warm-up at the break. So let's see if that is the case. Marcus Rashford could very well come on after his 2 goals.
I just saw the replay there of the Rafinha pass to Olmo. He beat 4 players with 1 pass.
Just cut them out the game.
It was literally just 4 Getafe players basically in a box, straight through the box into. I mean, it was a brilliant run from Dani Olmo. But Rafinha just cut across. Rashford there in the tunnel to walk off with the team. I can't see Ferran is on there, so it's definitely going to be Rafinha coming off.
He's coming on. There you go. So Rashford's going to come on here for Rafinha, as we thought might well be the case. 45 minutes for the Englishman, by the way. Whilst we're here, then, as the second half's about to start, we see Hansi Flick having a conversation with Rashford. Let's see Flick's reactions to the 2 goals again. Then this was his one to the first. Brilliant team goal, the first one. Lovely move. Rafinha, Olmo and Ferran all involved. And Flick absolutely delighted there to get the early goal against Getafe, as you would expect. We were all absolutely buzzing with that one. The second one was funnier because it was more low-key, because he was as confused as us in terms of, it was one of those plays that looked like it was offside. It wasn't at all. He was in his own half, Rafinha. We couldn't really see it in live time.
No, the camera cut off and we were all just really we were at Hansi Flick. We were like, do we celebrate? Do we not? Do we celebrate? Do we not? At the end, we celebrated. It was all very, very clear once you saw the replays. There was no offsides. And there he is, the man himself, Marcus Rashford, in for Rafinha. Wow. Do you keep Ferran Torres on the left side?
I know, this is the interesting thing, because we've almost got now the 3 players that can play down the middle for Barça on the pitch together in a front 3.
Maybe you want to leave the space for Koundé to go in instead of, Gerard Martin being the one to have that space. You give it to Koundé, who goes up anyway. Maybe you put Ferran on the right side to cut in, Rashford on the left to kind of use that space, and you have Koundé going up and down the wing. Who knows?
Let's see. We haven't seen Rashford on the right yet for Barça. When he's come on, he's played either from the left or come on from the left. Of course, he played from the left against Newcastle midweek. Let's see if Getafe themselves make a few changes.
Rashfordinho.
I like this, Aladinho to the end of the name. That's what I like to do. Getafe, by the way, themselves are going to make a triple change here. Javi Munoz is going to come on. Camara is also one, and Da Vinci is also, that's another great name, by the way, is also one. So triple change here. Mayoral off, one of the subs for Getafe. Let's see.
Jalisa,
so Jalisa becomes a pack basic. Bienvenido.
Merci.
But
for wanting to talk to us.
It has some merit, doesn't it? 3 subs for Getafe at half-time there, Alex. That's quite indicative, I think. And I'm guessing that's Bordalas saying also,
we're going to
look after the yellows.
Yeah, no, I think it's looking after the yellows. And I think it's, the game plan hasn't worked for Getafe of opening themselves up. Do they go into, a strategy that they know well? We're going to see it now. Rashford is on the right side, so straight swap with Rafinha there.
Right call, I think.
I think it's decent. I would be, I was actually sad to see Koundé play that role of the winger fullback. But again, now it depends less on us, and I think it depends more of what Getafe want to do in the second half. Right now, their 2 strikers have gone up to high press right off the bat, so I don't think that's going to change much. I think maybe it was just being more conscious of the yellow cards and not necessarily changing the game plan entirely.
Looks like it. I don't think Getafe have changed shape, which we thought they might when 2-0 down. They stayed in the back 5. I think it's going to be a 5-3-2 again. So shape stays the same. Yeah, there you go. It quite literally is players who have been booked who are coming off for Getafe.
Yeah, exactly.
So fair play to Bordalas. They did get quite a few in the first half.
Yeah.
Joan Garcia again with the ball at his feet.
Yeah. And Getafe are high pressing quite a lot. Gerard
it's brilliant from Barcelona. To play out, it was brilliant from Barça. The way they got out of the press was superb.
That was brilliant. Just kept our cool. Gerard Martí is, when you have such a young player in your defensive line, it is a risk, and right there he proved himself. Keeps calm, ball at his feet, doesn't panic. Gave a brilliant pass for Bedri to be able to pass the Getafe player into space just brilliantly. Again, Getafe coming out with high intensity in the opening minutes of the second half, like they did in the first half. Again, that intensity lasted 10 minutes before they settled into the game. They did, they still got their opportunities, but this high intensity and high press from Getafe isn't going to last further than probably 10 minutes.
You wouldn't think so. Yeah.
No.
That's what Barça will be hoping for. There is Rafinha. Rafinha's back on the bench now. We're just seeing the images of that, so he'll be rested up, and you'd imagine straight back into the starting lineup against Real Oviedo on Thursday night. Good thing about being 2-0 up is Flick can probably afford to give minutes to other players, but at
definitely.
2-0, it's definitely still in the balance. 1 goal from Getafe and everything can change, but they've not shown much going forward. Let's see if the subs change that. As you said, Alex, they have started the second half with a bit more intent, a bit more bravado about them going forward, but we're just hoping Barça can ride the early wave of attack and then get themselves back on the front foot and get more chances in it. It starts again.
Oh, Koundé.
And it's always on Koundé.
Yeah. I mean, this kid is 16?
Diego Rico's off. He did win for it again, Da Vinci. Diego Rico has been subbed off. Da Vinci's come on.
How old is this kid?
And the player who's come on for him has just come on with the exact same game plan. Which is just to try and bump into Koundé, which is an interesting player to try that against, by the way. But
17 years old.
You being serious?
Yeah, he's 17.
Well, let's watch it here, because here come Getafe themselves, and my goodness me, that wasn't far away at all.
That was,
Javi Munoz off the bench, and he very nearly got that in the far post. Flew past Joan Garcia's far post there, and out of nothing, Getafe almost back in, and that's how narrow the Barca lead is.
Oh, that was a good chance. But Da Vinci came on in that left back position. Gave Koundé a good double-handed full extension push, and Koundé did well to give it back. Kudos to the ref for letting that go as well. I think he knew that needed to happen, but again, 17-year-old there in full-back position, it's a good target for us to kind of go up against. No, I mean, you saw his face, it was a baby.
I don't know why he was going in for Koundé immediately, though. There's the Hansi Flick.
Would you, as a 17-year-old, pick a fight with Jules Koundé?
No, that's what I'm saying. I just find that mental. I really do.
A 17-year-old picking a fight with Jules Koundé, I would never even imagine that.
Rashford's in behind of Barcelona. Marcus Rashford, tight angle. He should cut back here, and it's going to be offside. Yeah, for Rashford. There's the Hansi Flick, by the way. Rain is now pouring down again at the Johan Cruyff. He's got his jacket back on, and we have attendance number, Alex. We have 5,711 spectators inside the Johan Cruyff. So very nearly a full house there.
Yeah, no.
You see a few empty seats, especially around the Getafe away end, which is fair enough to them, especially with the weather conditions and whatnot.
Yeah.
And Lawal Mutillo is a new member too. So
hello, new members. I love every single game we get so many new members.
So many.
It's actually so nice to see.
During the time when there's not games on, we have a lot to catch up on too, which is great.
Right.
Well, you wonder whether Bordalas would have told his players not to be as boisterous in the second half. Doesn't look like that's the case at all. He maybe even encouraged
especially,
it.
With Da Vinci there going straight for a push on Koundé, it's don't think any of that has changed really. Or maybe, it was a personal vendetta against Koundé after the ending of the first half.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't been shown to any of the players so far. But again, Getafe are right now actually getting, they just got a corner kick. They're doing well to get high up the pitch right now, to be fair. So I don't think they have much frustration to show yet. Let us ride the first 10 minutes of the second half, get possession of the ball, get control of the rhythm, and see where that takes us. And hopefully Getafe are able to keep their heads cool.
They've started well, Getafe, in the second half. They've been pretty good in these opening 5 minutes. And there's the corner, and there's a nice low save by Joan Garcia. That's Getafe's first shot on target, by the way. It comes from a set piece in their centre-back, Domingos Duarte. So first 5 minutes of the second half, pretty promising from a Getafe point of view, but the more they go forward, the more space they'll leave in behind. And here come Barça with Pedri. Koundé just has to come back on himself, and Barça will patiently build up now. But Getafe just showing a bit of something at the start of the second half.
Yeah. No, they've gotten good. They got that corner kick, which Frenkie de Jong had to clear just to keep it safe. Because Getafe were actually quite high up the pitch. They had that shot, obviously, that went just wide of the far post. So Getafe, they have a reason to be confident. They have a reason to be able to say, yeah, we can get one back. And again, that is better for us. Both because we have space to play, and then second because they don't get frustrated and start kicking us. They
are again. Referee says they got the ball that time, and on the ball now. Pedri. All space is opening up now for Barça though. Gerard Martin, look at the men in the box. Here they come. Lewandowski. Ooh, corner. Offside flag is up. That was impressive. He actually brought it down.
Yeah, no, he had a center. I think he had a player behind him. Well, he had Ferran behind him, and then a Getafe player in front of him, and he still managed to jump up, take the ball down on his chest.
Ooh, it's tight.
He wasn't offside. I don't think he was.
I think that leg played him on, didn't it?
I don't think he was off.
Either way, it has been going as offside, so Getafe survive.
Yeah. That was good for Lewandowski.
Jean Martin's header now. Ferran trying to bring it down. He's stayed on that little left inside channel for this second half.
Yeah.
Rain is certainly coming down. You can just see a shot there of the fans at the Estadio Johan Cruyff. It's not letting up. It's not quite what it was before kickoff, we can tell you that. But it's still quite heavy rain, and conditions so far not really halting Barça's progress in terms of progressing the ball and playing good football. They've been really sharp, and the best thing's been the pitch hasn't seemed very affected by it at all, Alex.
No, definitely. The ball's rolling really well. The bounces, again, we're not playing long balls, so the bounces don't necessarily affect us. We've seen it a couple of times when Getafe try to go long and the ball kind of skids away, but no, right now the ball's rolling really well, and we're not being affected by the downpour, really.
He filmed Da Vinci there. It wasn't him this time who made the foul, though. But he is everywhere that Jules Koundé is. Da Vinci's there too. Which
basically.
His task for the second half is to try and wind up the Frenchman. I don't think it's going to work. De Jong now. What about De Jong and Pedri, by the way, Alex? I haven't even spoken about that. I thought on Thursday night, they put in an absolute masterclass away from home in the Champions League against Newcastle. And again, when they're fit, Flick wants those two in midfield.
You can't, if you have Pedri and Frenkie de Jong fit, you need. They're the first two players on your scores, on the team sheet. Yeah. They're the first two players on there because nothing works without them. I think it's how they balance each other and how they balance the team. But I think between each other, they have such a good understanding of each other. I think if you see everything particular, Pedri is more of an attacking player than Frenkie. Frenkie literally shadows him and is always there. Oof. Is that a hard tackle?
I'm not even sure the referee heard it, but I think he heard the scream and said that's a booking. And you can see the game Getafe are trying to play. They're trying to frustrate Barca whenever they can and get free kicks for that. And ultimately, they'll probably try and get the man advantage at some point in this one too. That's the game they'll play here. So this one not done yet.
With the yellow cards. It's nothing that Getafe haven't done.
He catches him. He slides off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, Alex, compared to some of the contact we saw in the first half.
If that's a yellow card, then every single tackle on Koundé should have been a yellow card as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. As it were, Getafe got themselves a free kick, and they'll probably be quite pleased with how they've turned up to the start of this second half.
Definitely.
They've managed to just at least put themselves in the mix again for something here. Caught in by Luis Mia, should be Joan Garcia. There you go. The commanding Joan Garcia in goal, loves it.
Go on, Jules Koundé, there's no one there to get your ankles.
They're coming though.
Oh, he's coming in fast.
Here comes Koundé. He's
Jules.
lost control of the ball though.
Yeah.
Got back in.
I think he tried to cut it back there and just completely missed the ball.
Barca will do well just to get a foothold of the, on the
just
ball
dictate
again.
the
Just
rhythm.
calm things down.
Yeah, we're getting to 10 minutes on the dot there in the second half. So I think now maybe Getafe, once they stop this little period of possession they have going, I think from then is when we see them kind of cool down a bit. But they're starting another attack here. We'll see what they can do. Again, they're not committing, even though they're attacking a lot, they don't commit a lot of numbers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
They've stuck with the 5 at the back, haven't they? And that does hinder you in that regard because you're always going to have so many players back.
Yeah, but usually when you attack with the 5 in the back, your 3 centre backs kind of spread out, and your 2 left and right centre backs kind of spread out into the full-back position.
Obviously.
Exactly. But their 3 centre backs stay quite narrow in the back. Looking, Frankie de Jong's ankles, my God. Whenever he gets home, his wife must be like, your ankles again.
What's happened to you? Where have you been?
No, it's against
Getafe
Newcastle.
at home is a response.
It's literally just every time Frankie de Jong gets the ball, he gets a kick on the ankles.
See Rashford there trying to get down the right hand side. He's been very direct. I think we made the comment on Thursday night during his career so far. He gets it and just wants to take players on.
Yeah, I think he brings in a very different game to what Rafinha does. Rafinha tries to get the ball and he tries to cut inside quite a lot of the time. Rashford there is literally trying to go 1v1 against the Getafe defender, try to get to the byline or get into the box himself. Obviously, he wants to shoot with his right foot. So unlike Lamine Yamal, he's not going to cut in for the left foot curler. If not, he's going to try to go touchline. Get the ball into his right foot, get the angle in, because he can kick it from literally any angle. So even if he closes the angle down, once he's inside the box, he can still shoot from a good angle.
Absolutely, yeah. Getafe just getting away with it at the back. Now they've managed to get much more possession of the ball too, and Gerard Martin's been solid as ever so far tonight, sliding in. Does his job for the team.
No,
he's very well indeed. Love that from him.
He's been really good tonight. He's been solid. He hasn't been able to get a lot on the ball, but the times that he has been able to get involved in the play, he's done really well offensively, just as much defensively.
There he is again, well played by him. Now Christensen can pluck out of the sky and deal with it. It's been good to see again, Barça. I thought the centre-backs were really good on Thursday night. Cubarsí and Araujo, they switch up the partnership tonight, Eric and Christensen, and they've looked just as good, really calm. They've dealt with everything.
Yeah, Lewandowski getting thrown around there like MMA player and running around. That was the ref is right. The ref is right there as well.
They're physical on the
should we replay that one?
Yeah. Was that? And nothing given.
Nothing given. Absolutely nothing given. The ref was like,
nada.
I didn't see anything.
Who would you like to see in the second half, Alex? I like the last one, Marc Bernal. You got Fermin and Castelló as options there too.
Is it a bit of a too intense match for him to come on, like Newcastle one?
I'll tell you what, I think...
it was my worry for Frankie, but we're talking about Marc Bernal who's coming from a long-term injury. He's a young player as well, doesn't have he don't have many experiences coming back from big injury and straight into high-level football. You're going to put him in the midfield and his ankles are literally just going to get cut left and right.
Finally, off the ball challenge on Lewandowski is being punished here. It was Akbar who made it. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah, finally got a call. We got a free kick just outside the box as well. Oh, cheeky little.
I want to have a look at this again.
Yeah, no, that was.
He steps on his. He just steps on his ankle. What he did.
Lewandowski was trying to get in behind.
I don't think Flick is very happy about it either, right? I don't think Flick was too happy about it, but well, there you go. Who would you like to see in the second half? Fermin and Castelló were two of the options, and they're both going to be coming on here, Alex. So Fermin and Castelló, there you can see this shot of it on the touchline. Both getting ready here. They're going to be entering the fray for Barça.
Yeah.
Very shortly. I think you're right about Marc Bernal. I think this is actually the last game Flick brings him on. I don't think we're going to be seeing him tonight.
No, I think it's hard when you're a young player. I mean, Grant, maybe you want to throw him in the deep end and let him be, the best that he can be. But wait, we have a free kick here outside the box. Marcus Rashford looks really confident to take this, actually. Dani Olmo and Marcus Rashford's over it, but it's it's quite central.
Here we go.
That I think. Oh, Danny.
Olmo! Was it me or did that look like it was nearly going in? And sorry, I didn't even look bothered.
No, I think.
Yeah, it's always rising, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it goes quite close to the crossbar, to be fair, but it was always going up. I mean, yeah, the Getafe keeper just was absolutely confident. It's Ferran.
Wow.
Ferran
There you
Torres
go then.
coming up
Ferran's
for
off. I'll tell you what,
Fermin.
that shocks me.
You think?
Because he didn't start against Newcastle. Clearly,
Yeah.
Flick just keeping him in reserve for the Oviedo game. So no hat-trick tonight for Ferran. I thought he might have got a bit longer in the pitch. Maybe Lewandowski would have come off for...
You know, to be fair, Ferran
Fermin.
haven't. It's been 15 minutes in the second half, and Ferran hasn't really gotten many
Yeah,
opportunities.
he hasn't got involved in the game yet.
Frankie De Jong coming
And
off
De Jong's also
for
off, correct,
Casado.
yeah. I think that's a sensible sub, in my opinion.
Give De Jong's ankles a rest, please.
That's a sensible
Give
sub.
the man's ankles a rest.
We have to remember that he only came into that Newcastle game off the back of injury.
Yeah, exactly. He's still early on into coming back into full fitness, and he's had 2 games of actually getting kicks left and right, and he's had 2 games of being a key player as well. He's touching the ball a lot, and yeah, give him a rest. Why not? Especially when you have players that are perfectly able to perform just as well as he does.
Well, you have to remember now, Lewandowski's up front, but on
Yeah.
the wings he's got Fermin on the left and Rashford on the right. Not
Ferran-
really.
Wait.
Is that the hello dot?
No, it's just Ferran, because it's more dramatic because it's raining.
Yes, yeah.
So there is a shot of Ferran on the bench, and the rain is just going down, and he's just like.
Yeah. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah.
The rain. That was 10 out of 10 music there. Muy bien, me ha encantado. That was just brilliant from that was so funny.
He looked gutted, didn't he?
It was like a kid who just said no when he asked his dad for like a sweet or something.
And that was
Ferran's
Ferran's reaction to being said no to a hat trick
Yeah.
today. So
I mean,
could have got him the first half.
especially when he hit the crossbar.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, that was just out. Especially when he knows he hit the crossbar, that he could have had a first half hat trick, and he probably knew he was going to come off. To be fair,
Yeah.
I think that's something that Hansi Flick probably does say beforehand, of a general plan, sort of say. I mean, I think anybody would be disappointed when he didn't score a hat trick when you had it right there.
Or when you're
but
tuned up at home and there's half an hour to go, he would have wanted to stay and watch out here because Rashford's in behind.
Rashford, go
He's
on.
onside. Goalkeeper didn't come, so
Go
here
on,
comes
Leroy.
Marcus Rashford, and it's pulled back for Olmo.
Vamos!
3-0 Barça. Vamos! It's Dani Olmo time.
Dani Olmo time! Vamos!
Barca 3, Getafe 0. Brilliant from Rashford. He broke the offside trap. Sorry I didn't come. And the pullback was perfect, wasn't it? Lewandowski left it. Olmo finished it. And that should now be that for Barca. Getafe pretty much out of sight. I said 3-0, you said 3-1.
I know,
Predictions
no,
looking good.
I don't want to
We were right to be optimistic though.
Yeah, no, it was brilliant.
That's gonna be onside, I
Yeah,
think.
no, that's definitely onside from Marcus Rashford.
Great ball
Brilliant
from Casado.
I was going to say, was that Casado
It
who
was,
made
yeah.
that? Marcus Rashford definitely, he could have finished there as well. Oh, brilliant from Dani Olmo.
He'll be pleased with that Rashford too. It's another assist for him. Now 2 goals and 2 assists
Oh,
in his
brilliant.
Barca career so far.
Brilliant.
No mistake from Olmo from close
No,
range.
and it was Fermin was coming in right behind him as well. Dani Olmo, brilliant finish. Brilliant
Can I
finish.
just say something, Alex?
What?
Whilst that ball was going in the back of the net, there was a streaker on the pitch. There's
Was
a red
there?
card here. Yes, there was a steward running on to take a streaker, and the Getafe assistant manager's just been sent off, by the way.
Yeah. No. Is this set?
I think so. I don't think we're going to see a replay of it, but while the ball was going in the back of the net, there was a streaker running across the pitch and a steward running after him. So that's one of the first goals.
Entertainment. That's what happens
in
when
La
you get to
Liga.
go to the Johan.
One of the first goals in La Liga that would have been scored with a actual fan on the pitch. So there you go.
That was brilliant. But no, that was brilliant. Again, brilliant long ball from Casado, finding that space in for Rashford to run into. Getafe keeper probably should have come out for that one.
I think so. I agree,
That's
Alex,
something
yeah.
that I would imagine Juan Garcia would definitely come out
Yeah.
for. The keeper left it, retreated, got scared. I mean, rightfully so when you have Marcus Rashford coming at you full
I know.
speed.
I think he thought I'm not going to win this race.
Yeah, exactly. So he kind of gave up, came back in. for better or for worse, I think Marcus Rashford had a lot of space to think. And again, Rashford had a clear opening to go for goal there. Brilliant for him for cutting it back, because he had literally 3 of his teammates behind him with a better space, better opportunity to score. And in the end, Lewandowski just ran past it, and Dani Olmo, brilliant finish, no mistake, no nothing. We're 3-0 up.
Yeah, remarkable. Well, let's see Hansi Flick's reaction to that goal. Let's see how he celebrated it. We certainly celebrated it here. Let's see how the German coach reacted to Barca's 3rd goal. Here he is in the pouring rain, delighted. He'll be pleased. That's just given Barca a bit of a bridge now, and he'll be pleased that Olmo's got the goal too, I think, putting him in from the start.
Yeah, I think every goal right now as well is especially how that first half ended.
Yes.
That was brilliant again there from Gerard Martí to get it in.
It was, yeah, he was not happy, was he?
I think, no. I think anything that we score against Getafe right now is going to be out of, you want to play with us, then we'll play with you.
Yeah.
I think Getafe have, they've done so many unnecessary challenges on our player. Hansi Flick, rightfully so, left that first half absolutely livid. He was furious. I think, again, he kicked a water bottle, I think, out of just, the lividness of protecting his players. When you have your players being, kicked so unnecessarily, it is bad. And, you score a goal and he celebrates, he's like, come on. And it's just like, right, we're winning this game no matter how low Getafe gets when it comes to those little kicks and shoves. We're still winning, and we're ahead 3-0. And it's I have a quiz for you, Pablo.
Go on.
When was the last time we've been, if ever, ahead 3 goals against Getafe?
3 goals ahead, probably back in the 2014-15 season, or 15. I think we beat them 6-0.
Okay.
In the treble winning season.
Okay.
I think, it doesn't
Is that
happen
your final
often.
answer? I don't know the answer to this. I need Jordi to help me with this one.
Jordi, find out. When was the last time Barca was 3-0 up against Getafe?
When was the last time we were a 3-goal difference against Getafe?
I think it was I'm going to say 2014-15 season. I think Barca wins 6-0. I think Suarez scores a great goal.
Okay.
I think it was that. We've beaten them by 3 goals, but I don't think we were ever actually 3-0 up in a game. It. We beat them 5-2 a few seasons ago. I don't think we were ever at 3-0 in that game, is what I'm saying. So I think last time we were 3-0 is a decade ago, by the way, which is some stat in itself. Yeah. And you're right, that says it all in terms. That's the last time Barca won the Champions League would be the answer.
Yeah, there you go.
If I've got it right.
If you've got it right.
I could be a season short. I'm just wondering. I think we beat them 15-16, no? Munir scored, I think. I'm going to wait for confirmation in my ear, but I'll let you know, Alex. I'll let you know. Here come Barca once more with Rashford. Again, he's going to take on his man down the right-hand side. Here comes Marcus Rashford. He's the man on for Rashford. Good save by Soria. I'm liking this from Rashford. It's a hungry Rashford. I can't stand these guys, honestly. I genuinely can't stand them.
I think it was interesting also, Koundé there was running with Rashford. Instead of overlapping Rashford, he left that space
the channel to him,
to Rashford to take on the 1v1 there.
Olmo.
Switch the ball now to Christensen.
Here he is, Andreas Christensen. Nice little layout to Castle. Now Barca now in full control. Again, Alex, what we've done in this second half is just being able to ride that storm that Getafe produced in the first 5-10 minutes.
Definitely.
And then afterwards got the goal, and it's all been pretty calm. I think Koundé was just off there. No,
I actually think there was a defender in the box that kept it on.
Good from Eddie Garcia, really sharp in the challenge. Now Olmo, who's bumped there surely, free kick. Good decision by the referee.
I want a direct free kick. I want a direct free kick goal.
I've just been given the answer.
All right, let's see. What's the answer?
That's terrible from me. It was only 2 seasons ago.
Terrible from you, Pablo.
She says I'm not having a clue yet.
I have no idea. I'm so, but I know I'm bad at this. I don't have the memory that you and Robert and Spence and Mark Brau have. What is it, 2 seasons ago?
On the Xavi.
What is it?
We won 4-0. Yeah, that's what we need Brau. Brau would have been on the spot there.
Exactly. 2 seasons ago, we won 4-0.
We did, yes. So it's not as dramatic as maybe thought. I'm almost certain before then, I just go back quite a far bit. Way back before
I asked the question because I was expecting a dramatic answer. 2 seasons ago, it seems a bit soft now.
And then Cockney says 5-2 as well in, we'll have a look at this free kick from Olmo, 5-2 as well
Straight off,
in the 2021 season. I was wondering, was it ever 3-0 during that game though? I'm not sure if it was ever 3-0 during the 5-2, but that is the 4-0.
Yeah.
I completely
3-goal difference, so
I
we'll
completely
give it
forgot about
that, yeah.
Da Costa's going to come on here for Getafe, who are continuing to make the changes.
Yeah.
Understandably so. They might as well rest a few players now. They've got games to come. Adam Baddy, one of their most important players, does now retire from the field. The fans will give him a bit of an applause.
It's quite curious. I mean, it's not curious. I think we know the answer to that. This is probably one of the best games that I've seen Getafe play against us. But we're winning 3-0. No, in attack, I think for once, they're having the bravery and the confidence to go forward, and they've gotten 2 opportunities.
Yeah.
They had one that just went far wide. They had that corner that maybe if he would have gone with his foot instead of his head, it could have been a different story. And kudos to Getafe. I don't like what they're doing in terms of kicking and just doing a lot of necessary things, but it's the first time that I've seen them play any kind of attacking possession based football.
I completely agree.
So kudos to them for doing it and finally doing it, and doing it well. They've gotten their opportunities, but again, that's worked into our hands, so I'm happy for that as well.
Nice switch by Garcia. I found Christensen. Here he is. I found Fermin rather. Here is Fermin. I mean, the tempo's just slowed down now from Barça, and rightly so.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason to be so intense. There's no reason to provoke Getafe as much either. I think we know that as well. We know, when to push, when to provoke, when to know. I think we're trying to keep Getafe players as much far away from us as we can.
I am glad that is somewhat stopped. I know we had the stamp on Lewandowski off the ball that happened.
Yeah.
And they've had a few silly bumps. Neither the one on Kunde at the start of the half. But other than that, thankfully, the kicking has somewhat stopped. You know what I mean? Which is I've been happy to see.
Yeah.
Ball long is going to be easy.
Yeah, there's Jean Garcia. There's that chance that potentially Getafe keeper probably should have gone out to, instead of letting Marcus Rashford have all that space. Jean Garcia literally just did the same situation, and he regains possession quite quickly with the nice simple pass into I think it was Pedri.
Brilliant from Jean Garcia there.
Yeah. And Getafe haven't changed the formation or anything. They're committing their players forwards. A bit of a foul there on Gerard Martin. Keep going.
I really rate Gerard Martin in that aspect.
Fermin.
And then Fermin's going to go himself to the ball. Still Fermin. He's still going. Ooh, he went for goal himself. Ooh.
Ay, Fermin.
Would have been one of the goals of the season, wouldn't it? That angle was a tight angle.
Wow. To be fair, he didn't have any players running in, but my words.
Yeah, it was in. It was in.
Yeah, no, that was in. That was definitely in.
Rooney Bardghji.
Keeper got a hand to that.
It's going to be coming on here, Alex.
All right. I mean, we said it at the start. Yeah, we didn't choose one of the answers was we wanted to see minutes from different players. We were like, no, it's going to be a tight game. It's not. It's 3-0. There's 15 minutes left, 20 minutes left of the match. Why not?
I agree. No, let's get Rooney on. I think there's a spot for him. I imagine Flick will maybe rest Olmo, then Fermin will go to the number 10, and then Rooney can come on the wing, Rashford can go left, Rooney right.
There's a lot of options available.
That run from Fermin. I was just saying on Gerard Martin earlier, though.
Yeah.
Strength. He's quite close, controlled dribbling as well. He's got that in his locker to drive forward from left back, and as a Barça left back too, comfortable with the ball.
No, he's been brilliant. No, he's been absolutely against Newcastle. He was really good.
Yeah.
Today he's been outstanding. I think what's kind of, again, when a player like Inigo Martinez wasn't in the back line, you have now Eric Garcia and Christensen, who aren't necessarily the alpha leader voice out the back. You put Gerard Martin next to them, does that confidence kind of
Here come Barça again, Lewandowski, Rashford all linking up there. And in the end, it just got away.
Yeah.
And Barça are doing so well today. Let's get the chat then. Let's actually fill the chat with hearts. Come on, Cordelis. Get some.
Get no hearts. Go on.
Get the chats and get the hearts in the chat, please, Cordelis, because we're enjoying this, and
we are.
This is in a top display from Hansi Flick's team, and we're also going to see Rooney Bardghji off the bench very shortly too. So we can use some of those hearts for Rooney too, which is nice. Of course, he got his official Barça debut from the start against Valencia last time out, and now I was going to get some more minutes off the bench here against Getafe, both at the Estadio Johan Cruyff, those 2 games.
Yeah.
Here comes Pedri now for Barça. Is there a fourth in this for the Coolers?
I don't see why not. To be
Yeah, with the
honest.
way Barça are going, there's still enough hungry players on the pitch. There's Alia
Alia,
slamming the chat with
look
us.
at
We love that. Almost in. Good save from Soria. Oof. Very nearly the fourth came immediately.
Yeah. Look at that chat.
Goalkeeper in there.
Love
We need
that.
We love the hearts.
Thank you, Alia.
And the olés from the Barça fans as the Hansi Flick's team just passing the ball around and
Just out.
play.
Yeah, just out
Commentator's
there.
curse. Right then, let's see who Rooney comes on for. Let's see what the decision is from a Hansi Flick. I think the Swede's going to come on now. That was that ball earlier, by the way, from Fedamino to Olmo. Very nearly a goal. Oof, just couldn't quite get his foot on it. Good reaction from a Soria in the end.
Yeah. He was
I
expecting
think it's
Olmo
going
to
to
touch that.
be Pedri by the sounds of it, right?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So Flick really now taking the opportunity to rest players, and
Yeah.
rightfully so. Fair play. It's an attacking change.
It is definitely give Pedri a rest.
I'm pleased to see Pedri get rest.
Yeah, no, definitely. Again, his ankles, give the ankles a rest, please. No, it's changing the dynamic of the squads. Lewandowski there gets the captain's band. And again, it's withstanding. It's an intense game, and when we're 3-0 up, you want to test players out, essentially.
Yeah.
It's the time to do it. It's the game to do it. You know, it wouldn't be the game to do it if we were 1-0 up. I would say definitely not. Don't change what was working, because it was working really well. But we're 3-0 up. Change rotation, test some players in tough conditions.
If we were 1-0 up, I think I'd have my head in my hands if Pedri came off the pitch. Actually.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have Frankie nor Pedri on the pitch right now.
Yeah.
So
Great position to be in. To be able to do that is really positive.
yeah. Again, Gerard Martin.
Gerard Martin, the boy.
Cross came in.
And look at Rashford. He's trying to use his pace to get around his man there, and a good tackle eventually. You can see the way he plays, Alex. He made a point about it. He just wants to take his players on every chance.
Yeah, he does.
Even then,
That's what he does.
He could have got inside there and opened up the play and maybe passed it. He just wants to take his players on.
Yeah, I know. I'd be quite curious to see how he kind of changes that aspect of his game the more he plays with us. Because obviously, I mean, Lamine Yamal is definitely probably like a perfect example of that. Lamine Yamal takes on 1v1s, and we know that he does it really well. But I think he's so mature in the sense that if he sees a better opportunity, he's not scared to take that pass, to make that pass, to play with his teammates. And I know Rashford isn't necessarily used to that in the clubs that he's played for. So I'd be quite curious to see how that slightly tweaks. I'm not saying to change it, definitely not, to strengthen, and we know that, especially when he gets on his right foot. But I would assume he's going to tweak that a bit more and kind of maybe measure it a bit more of when to do it, when to not.
I'd imagine.
Yeah. And we're seeing it more. I mean, not necessarily the taking on, but that assist he got there forward more. I mean, again, he could have easily gone for goal.
Nice from Rooney there, getting into Lewandowski. Barca still coming forward here. Rashford, now Casado. Olmo, lots of attacking talent on the pitch now for Barca. So that midfield three
Olmo was looking for that Lewandowski run. Lewandowski was making a good run there, but don't think Dani Malo was in the body position to be able to get that cross in.
Looks as though Lewandowski is going to have 90 minutes here up front, which could be telling about the lineup that Flick is thinking about using on a Thursday night. I was just going to make the point, Alex. You mentioned Lamine Yamal.
Yeah.
Barca against Valencia, against Newcastle, and now against Getafe, all without Lamine Yamal. They've been brilliant.
Yeah, we had that curse last season, was it? With our record without Lamine Yamal was just awful.
Yeah, exactly.
And now we've written the curse right, if that's something we could say. And yeah, we've done brilliant without Lamine Yamal. I mean, not saying we don't miss him, but right now, you know, I think we've gotten to the point finally over the seasons with Hansi Flick is that no matter who comes onto the pitch, we can get the job done and get it job done with the same standards, which is quite nice to see, especially when, you know, we don't have to rely on someone like Lamine Yamal.
Yeah, I completely agree. That's a crucial point to be able to get
nice.
to.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's quite nice not have to rely on any players. Again, we've rotated a lot of players right now, and we're still attacking the same way that we started.
We are.
So it gives us a lot of calm as fans as well to be able to not. I mean, a few seasons ago our heart rate was what was the average heart rate in a game? I would say probably 200s, if that. I think now we're down to like 100s.
Definitely less, yeah. Because often with Flick, we find ourselves in these positions where we're 3-0 up.
Yeah, exactly.
6-0 up the other. Even against Newcastle, right until the end, at 2-0 we were cruising, really.
No, it's again, I think the biggest thing that Hansi Flick has given us has just been calmness. We're able to get through matches mentally that we weren't able to do before. We're able to put on players on the pitch, and the mentality and the consistency and the teamwork and the togetherness of the team. It's cliche to say, but these players, again, a player like Lamine Yamal, who has the perfect capability of scoring every single goal that he wants to, he's still, being a teammate, he's passing the ball all over players. Again, Lewandowski today doing a lot of dirty work there, staying really high up the pitch to be able to give Ferran and Dani Olmo that space. I think now that it's 3-0 up, he's like, okay, I want to go now. But he had his role really cemented in, and he's okay with it. Why? When Dani Olmo, when Olmo scored, when Ferran scored, he celebrated every single one of them.
Yeah.
And I think that togetherness and that working together of everyone having the same idea and goals, I think has been probably the most important thing that Hansi Flick has given us, because you're seeing the fruits of it.
I completely agree. Well, there we go. How will this game end? Let's hear from you in the chat too. 3-0, 4-0 or 3-1? 3-1 would mean your prediction is right, Alex. If Getafe get a goal back, 3-0 currently is mine. Or is there a fourth? I'd still like to see a fourth, though.
Yeah,
even prediction aside,
I'll
I'd love
take
to
a
see a fourth.
I'll take a fourth.
And we can see
there was someone in the chat who said 4-0, wasn't there?
I think there was, yeah. There were a lot of high scores, and fair play to you guys. You were spot on.
Yeah,
so here comes Rooney Bardghji. Quick feet from him. He's been very lively since he's come on.
Yeah,
as I mentioned, and Araujo's going to be coming on here for Barca shortly.
I would assume so for maybe Christensen.
Yeah, he's on a booking now.
Yeah,
would make sense. You mentioned about how much better Barca have been without Lamine, and they've been able to cover for that for that absence. That's what Barca wanted, really, isn't it? When they signed Rashford and also Rooney in the summer, that's two winger options. I think we were probably missing that last season. In terms of if Rafinha or Lamine were out, we sort of felt we're probably having to shoehorn someone out of position, whether that was even a Pau Victor, who's a more natural line, or Firmino and Olmo had to play on the wing. But now we've got these two more natural wingers. It's more natural substitutes for Lamine and Rafinha.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, it's a lot more natural. Especially, and when you can play Ferran inside the pitch as well, that new kind of, thinking of new ways to use your players and use their strengths, really. To be fair, as good as Ferran does as a central striker, I do think he does well. He does much better when he has the space that he's had today, for example. And I think it's kudos to Hansi Flick to recognizing his players, respecting his players, and not forcing players into different positions where they don't belong. I think that's a big thing for Hansi Flick, is getting the respect of the players, of them feeling comfortable, them having the confidence to be able to play in any position as well. So yeah, hands down to Hansi Flick. Lamine Yamal, curse is no longer, I think someone had said in the chat there. So we're good, we're happy, we're cruising 3-0 against Getafe, and we're confident, I think, which is the most, probably the biggest thing that I take away from everything is just having confidence in our team. We haven't been able to feel that in the past few seasons, and anybody comes on the pitch and you're happy. Da Vinci there with a little push. 17 years old. You're 17, you play for Getafe, what do you expect, Pablo?
It's just like, Rooney just made a pass off the ball there, and he just, without any intention of playing the ball, just went for him. I don't understand it at all, and rightly so. Eric Garcia and co having a word. Gerard Martin's going to be going off here for Araujo. Standing ovation for him.
You push. Rightfully so.
With Balde's injury.
Rightfully so.
With Balde's injury, Gerard Martin's going to have to play a lot of football, so a few minutes of rest for him. We'll take that.
Gerard Martin has been brilliant today. I think it's another brilliant display from him. Again, nobody expected anything from Gerard Martin when he would come on, because he was always the replacement. And now you have Gerard Martin. He's been solid. He's been such a consistent player that, do you want to take him off? He's giving a lot. He's giving Hansi Flick a lot to think about.
He is.
And rightfully so, I think.
Sounds odd to say. I rate Balde so highly, and I think everyone at Barca does
of course,
too.
Especially on his attack more than anything. They're two dynamic players in one position. We have Alejandro Balde, who's really good on the overlap, who's really good in the attack, who likes to be involved in the attack as well. Gerard Martin, less so, and he's really big on defensive work. And when you have Jules Koundé on the other side, who likes to go up, and you have Gerard Martin having to kind of tuck into your central defenders, It's good. You know, you have again 2 different players in the same position that Hansi Flick can go back and forth between depending on the game plan and the opponent, as we've seen with Lewandowski and Ferran, Dani Olmo and Fermin, Casado and Frankie De Jong, you know, Christensen and Ronald Araujo. It is nice to have those double players, but you're not doing a straight swap. You're able to choose one or the other, and one or the other can be starting players. So that is, you know, the depth in our squad is just absolutely amazing right now.
It's great for Gerard Martino. We maybe didn't think would turn into a player who could have that potential to be a starter. He absolutely does, and in big games too. I mean, playing the Copa del Rey final last season, the 2 legs against Inter, got the assist for 2 of the goals in that game. He's become a player you can really bank on. I remember when Bande got injured this season, I did think, let's see how Gerard Martin does, because I backed him from last season.
Nobody expected that. I mean, I think nobody expected this from him because nobody really had expectations to begin with. You didn't really know how the lad was going to do in such a big pressure games, you know, towards the end of the season where you really can't mess up. Where he's a young player and you do expect him to mess up, and there's nothing wrong with messing up at that age. It's more impressive to...
Got away with that just as Fermin robbed it off him. They stopped it. Akbar had a bit of a bash to the back, but just as Fermin won the ball back. Just under 5 minutes of a normal time. We'll see how much is added on here. Game certainly has slowed down in the last 20 minutes or so, but Barça still knocking it around nicely.
That wasn't a foul.
More of a coming together, but Getafe, I mean, they've somewhat tried to bank in today, but just not been able to execute that plan as probably as they would have wanted. Not with a 5-3-2 anyway. And in the end, Barça will be chuffed. Here's Araujo, who's just come off the bench for Gerard Martin. Managed to get that out to safety. Still challenges flying in from Getafe. And here they come forward now. Some defending to do for Barça and towards the end of the game. Rashford's trying to do that for his team. He does it ever so well. Brilliant from Marcus Rashford. Tracking back. That's what we like to see. Eric was saying he was fouled, I think, but
it was a foul on Eric Garcia, to be honest.
Nothing doing.
That was really funny from Marcus Rashford, just completely
body slamming that guy. Body checked him.
Nothing bad, but when you're at full speed, and both players were going literally full speed, and you go shoulder against shoulder, somebody goes flying. And luckily for us, it wasn't Marcus Rashford. But then Eric Garcia does get fouled, to be fair. It was a late challenge once the ball already went out. So right here, just a little pause with Eric Garcia getting his boot back on.
He was taking his time to get his boot back on, wasn't he? He was sort of making the point of it's come off and I want you to know it's come off. And he was not happy with the referee not giving anything. He's certainly one of the more vocal players in the team, I'd say, Eric.
Yeah, to be fair, he's been quite quiet today, both vocally and on the ball. I think Christensen and Gerard Martin around him have had a lot more work to do. There he is.
There's a camera, not really able to see much from him, but here come Getafe. One of the late breaks in this game. Good defending header. Here they come again, though. The strike, and Joan Garcia is down low to save. I think the flag was up there. Joan Garcia.
They did it. They did us bad there.
Why? No. Now they put it on.
Jugando igual que el Getafe, ¿eh? Ojo.
Same tactics. The Sharks on the bench, unfortunately.
Oh, all right. But how much extra? There's not much extra time to be given.
I don't think we're going to have much of the time here, Alex. Now I'm expecting maybe 3 minutes at a time. Maybe even 2. It could be one of those games where we get 2. This is a Da Vinci, by the way, who is...
needs to be careful there.
He's on Rooney Bardghji, and Rooney's still going here, and he's managed to get out.
Yeah. I would say about 5 more minutes left of the match.
Yeah.
3-0 up. We're happy. We're good.
We're delighted with this,
we're good.
And we're going to have a look at how Hansi Flick's doing on the touchline too here. Watching on pensively as of now. And as of now, Alex, I'm going to get my prediction.
I know.
Which I'm chuffed with too.
Good job, Pablo.
Here's Casado. Maybe not, because Lewandowski's in here. It was a typical one where he maybe could have got a penalty out of it. He was offside. I thought maybe it wouldn't be off because it hit off the defender. But it ricocheted off the defenders, though. They're claiming from the initial ball up from Casado it was off. Lewandowski's got the armband on now, by the way, with all the subs.
Oh, you already said that, Pablo. You don't listen to me.
That's poor from me. And his bum was offside.
So he has a big toe and he has a big bum.
There we go.
And he gets offside
that's the
calls
word
for
from
that.
La Liga. Yeah.
That's brilliant. You don't have to worry about that, Pablo. That was actually really funny.
What, his bum being offside?
Yeah, he was bent down. Like, I think there was a change of direction. Change of direction, he kind of went down to go back, and his bum was offside, literally. Right. Yeah, I think Getafe just want this game to be done by now.
Good header from Getafe. I think Barca would pretty much take it at
yeah. We're just trying to
3-0
get
down to
yeah, we're just trying to get through the match.
Barca, yeah.
Marcus Rashford has so much energy. He's chasing down every single ball.
He's still something he wants us to go on for half an hour longer. He wants more goals, and that's probably off of the back of the goals on Thursday night that he's still pushing for.
Yeah, Marcus Rashford, he's literally chasing against every ball that comes around him.
There it is. 3 additional minutes.
There it is. Spot on, Pablo.
And Hall wasn't a great tackle. That referee didn't see anything in it. Play on. Here comes Rooney.
Try to get it through. Just try to get
I mean,
it
this has just calmed down, hasn't it, in the last
few
minutes?
I think
we'll take that.
Yeah, no, the last 5-10 minutes have just kind of been just
tapping it around.
Getafe trying to attack, them not being really good enough to create any clear chances, and us just kind of playing.
Before the next international break for Barça, we have Real Oviedo away on Thursday night, then on Sunday at home against Real Sociedad, then at home in the Champions League midweek against PSG on your birthday, Alex. Big game. And then before the international break, finally, we have Sevilla away. So Barça will have all of those games circled in red.
Yeah, it's a good calendar, that. And by goods, I mean tough.
You know what, Alex? You know what? We're going to see his attack, and then we're going to get to the chat for just a moment, because here comes Marcus Rashford.
Go on,
Is there a fourth?
Oh, what a
save by Soria. Wow.
Oh, that was a brilliant reaction save.
Was up anyway. Rashford was off there. Well, brilliant save. I'll tell you what it's asked for. Chat.
Let's see.
Get some applause in the chat for this brilliant performance from Barça.
It's been brilliant.
Very good performance.
Brilliant.
Very good
display.
performance from Barça. We're very pleased with this.
So satisfied.
They're all the covenant. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Alia. Thank you, Belita. Thank you, Celia. All of the loyal ones who've been right with us throughout this game.
Yes.
Yeah, very nearly, Belita. Yeah, very nearly the fourth.
I thought that said más 3 puntos. Bueno, eso también.
También.
Añadido y más 3 puntos en la tabla.
Yeah, an important 3 points for Barça too, because they now keep the distance with Madrid at just 2.
Yeah.
Didn't want to let them get any further ahead. Madrid have started the season well, no doubt about that. So Barça have got to keep winning, and important tonight in a banana skin game.
Yeah.
And ironic with the weather too.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was disappointing from Espanyol, because I remember last season they played well against the big teams, especially. I think they got points off Atleti, if I remember right. Against Real Madrid, it was a hard game for them as well. So
here comes Lewandowski. Is there one more Barça goal before this one's up? Olmo. Rooney Bardghji's wide. Here is Rooney Bardghji, shoots, and it's easy for Soria in the end. It was in the end towards his near post rather than the far. He was always going to shoot from there, wasn't he, Rooney? I think there were a few players wanted their back post.
Lewandowski was trying to make the run. Right. Yeah, I think Lewandowski was trying to make that run into second post, but I don't think it was ever clear. Having a shot there, I think was the right decision, really.
He's well within his right. We've got more claps in the chat. Thank you, everyone, for that.
Oh, look at that. Thank you, chat, as well.
Yeah, thank you, chat, for the for sticking along. Remember, don't go anywhere.
You guys.
Don't go anywhere at the end of the game. We're going to have all the reaction, fun analysis of this win for Barça, and of course the reaction from Hansi Flick and the Barça players. So still plenty to come on Barça Live. Don't go anywhere. We've still got lots for you to tune into.
There it is.
There's the full-time whistle. Barça 3, Getafe 0. Another 3 points in La Liga. We'll take that. We absolutely will. 2 from Ferran Torres in the first half. Then Dani Olmo got the Barça third in the second. Hansi Flick is going to congratulate or shake hands with Bordalas after the end of this one. There's a Barça player down here. I think it's Fermin. He just get a bit of a whack at the end of the game. Anyway, we'll have more on that maybe later. We're not quite sure what happened there. But Alex, resounding victory today for Barça. We saw a lot of what we wanted to see. I think we can all go to bed pretty happy with that one.
We're going to be sleeping quite happy tonight. Definitely, the game, to be fair, the game didn't go as expected, but with our score predictions, I think we're all quite optimistic. So it's not entirely a shock. It's not a shock because of of how the game went. We're just sitting there, the cameraman being told off because he's filming Fermin.
Yeah.
But MVP Ferran Torres.
Yeah, that's by La Liga.
I mean,
Expected.
it's very much expected.
You'll have our
really.
votes shortly, of course.
Yeah, very much expected there. But again, 3 points in a very good fashion. I think, again, going in the general sense of this team and the way the season has been going, it's confidence for us.
Yeah.
It's confidence for us, trusting the system. Again, all these things are so cliche. Trust Hansi Flick. We're trusting this. We're literally, any player that comes on the pitch, you trust them. And I think that's so special to have because you don't necessarily have that in every team, every season, every manager. So right now we have that, and I think it's just a matter of take advantage of that and go game by game and just kind of, use it to our advantage. Again, it's a long, long season, and it's just so satisfying to see the rotation that we're able to have.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree, Alex. What a very, very pleasant evening for Barça at home to Getafe. They've won 3-0. We're going to take a quick break now, but we'll be back shortly for all the post-match reaction, analysis from us, and also the interviews, the reaction from the Barça coach and players after this one. Don't go anywhere, Culers. Barça 3, Getafe 0. Very satisfactory evening for the Catalans in the office. And La Liga, it's 4 wins out of 5 to start the league season. And we've got our first reaction of the night. Ferran Torres is with Paul Martinez. Let's hear from the man who scored 2 goals.
Ferran Torres, bona nit, felicitats per la victòria, felicitats pels 2 gols. Victòria sempre important, no? Davant un Getafe que sempre és complicat.
Sí, sabem que anava a ser un partit molt difícil, hem eixit molt bé la primera part sobretot, hem aconseguit marcar 2 gols pronte i crec que això ens ha donat el partit de cara.
2 gols avui, 4 gols aquesta temporada, Pichichi, aquest any del Barça, què et diu?
Bueno, a seguir treballant, a aprofitar tots els minuts i a consolidar-se com el davanter.
De moment, creus que és el millor Ferran Torres amb la samarreta del Barça fins ara?
Bueno, jo crec que el bo que tinc és que cada partit que va passant vaig creixent, vaig madurant i això és lo important.
L'assistència avui de Dani Olmo al primer gol, un autèntic Carmel, no?
Sí, Dani, al final jo l'he continuada perquè sabia que me l'anava a passar, perquè és la seva qualitat i m'alegro també molt per ell per el gol.
I l'última, avui jugant amb Lewandowski, què t'ha demanat avui Hansi Flick a la prèvia del partit?
Bueno, res, sabien que som dos jugadors que podem jugar junts moltes vegades i crec que hem aprofitat molt bé un de l'altre i bueno, pues, que sigui el que sigui.
Gràcies, Ferran, felicitats.
Words there of Ferran Torres, 2 goals today for Barça. I like the way he spoke about the partnership there with Lewandowski. He spoke about the lovely assist that Olmo gave him. He was asked was it his best moment in a Barça shirt up until now. He said that he feels like he's improving game upon game. He's Barça's top scorer currently with 4 goals. It's a good time to be Ferran Torres, and tonight, Alex, we was the star man, really.
Yeah, no, it was nice what he said there about the relationship with Lewandowski. You know, each of them benefits from it. Each of them, you know, takes the positives from it. So I think that's, again, it's that mentality that's nice to see from everyone. I think Ferran, again, you know, I think he struggled a lot with the mentality of having to compete against Lewandowski. I don't know why, I couldn't speak there. But I think he got past that mentality of having to compete, and he's kind of given in to be more dynamic in his game. And when you look at that, you know, you don't have to compete against Lewandowski. You make it your own. And he's made it his own, and he's playing so much better than he's been trying to be that central striker. And again, I think he's recognized that, and I think he's recognized, you know, Lewandowski isn't my direct competitor, but how do we help each other? How do we help the team with being like that? And he's, you know, he's manifested it. He's really embraced it, and you know, you're seeing the fruits of it tonight. You know, it was absolutely outstanding the way he played tonight. You know, in finding those spaces that, again, his teammates are the one working around it. But you know, it is pressure when your teammates are working not for you, but to create spaces for you to thrive in. And again, you know, he's done it well. Again, sad that he couldn't get the hat trick. He definitely had the opportunity for it, but it was good. I think Ferran, you know, has finally grown in confidence, and he's proven himself every time he steps onto the pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we can go straight to looking at the highlights from tonight's 3-0 win for Barça over Getafe. Very pleasant evening in the end for Barça. We didn't really think it would be the case. This is the first goal, Alex. A thing of absolute beauty. The ball from Rafinha, the back heel from Olmo, and the finish from that man we were just speaking about, Ferran Torres. No mistake. A glorious opener, really.
Yeah, no, it was literally that it was Rafinha's pass into Dani Olmo there into space. Wow. Dani Olmo taking the touch, then back heel into Ferran Torres, because he knew exactly where Ferran was. That was there, the Lewandowski first opportunity there with Pedri. You know, brilliant there from Pedri. I think Lewandowski was trying to find that.
Toe away, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was just so close. And again, the Rafinha, boom.
Yeah, this was the one we thought was offside.
See the camera doesn't capture how he was onside. That was the view that we had during the programme. There Ferran being a bit sceptical to celebrate, but again, Rafinha there seeing the space brilliantly for Ferran to go into, and Ferran, brilliant finish, 1v1 with the keeper outside the box.
Yeah, it's what we love to see from Ferran. So clinical now, and like you say, could have had his hat-trick. We'll certainly see the chance in a minute that he could have got it with. Lewandowski here showing his strength well.
Yeah, that was brilliant for Lewandowski.
And this is it, Alex. This was the one we thought was going to be the hat-trick of Ferran. Bang, off the crossbar.
That could have been a hat-trick. That could have been. I think he went for a kind of spazzy. I mean, it was, to be fair, he took it really, really well. Just a bit down, but I think he could have played it safer.
Yeah, here come Getafe at the start of the second half. They had a good little spell for about 5-10 minutes. It wasn't really too dangerous in the end. This was Olmo's shot that
just trying to drill it in.
So
it looks, to be fair, it wasn't that high up the crossbar. It was just, it was always going up.
Yeah, and Soria knew it.
Yeah, exactly. He was very confident to let that go, and rightfully so. And again, this was what the Marcus. This is the Dani Olmo goal.
Once he made the decision not to come, Soria, then he left himself with a big problem. And Rashford, credit him, he was calm, he was cool, he picked his pass, and one more time.
Oh, it was brilliant. Again, Lewandowski kind of goes past it because, you know, he's not in a good position for it. He had Fermin and right there, Lewandowski lets it go. Then you have Olmo coming in behind. Brilliant finish away from any of the defenders and the keeper. You knew exactly where you wanted to put that. And I mean,
Lamine Yamal watching on.
He has a new iPhone already.
Really?
The man's on it.
Lamine Yamal watching from the stands. He would have been proud of this one, wouldn't he, if this one went in?
If Fermin would have put this in, my word, he took on everything. This was
Da Vinci, Joan Garcia down low and keeps his clean sheet. Another clean sheet for Barça. We love to see that. Since we've come up from the international break, we've scored plenty and we've not conceded. We scored 11 goals. We conceded just one, and that one was in the last minute to Anthony Gordon. Very good to see. Yeah,
exactly. I think Joan Garcia is doing really well in terms of reaction saves, especially, and he's doing really well on his feet. There's a few times, especially I think it was the start of the second half, where Getafe were really pressing high up. making it hard for us to kind of control the ball, and rightfully so. Again, the 5-10 minutes of the match in the first half as well, but the second half was a lot more aggressive, I think. And Joan Garcia happily to play with the ball at his feet, literally heels almost touching the back line, ball at his feet, players attacking him. He keeps his cool down. Again, there was these long balls coming in, Getafe player attacking him, rightfully so, first time. Passing to Pedri or whoever's in the 6th position. I think that's probably what's most impressed me. When you have a keeper coming into Barça and playing with the ball at his feet, especially when so many teams, especially in the Champions League or somewhere else, they aggressively high press. And Joan Garcia again has been dealing with that excellently, and kudos to him again tonight as well for another clean sheet.
Absolutely. Well, we heard from the man who scored 2 for Barça. Let's hear from the man who scored 1, Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo, bona nit. Felicitats per la victòria. Victòria important contra un Getafe que sempre és molt complicat.
Moltes gràcies, bona nit. La veritat que sí, 3 punts molt lluitats i contents per la victòria a casa.
Escolta, l'equip en molt bona forma, no? Són 3 victòries consecutives, 2 a la Lliga, 1 a la Champions. L'equip està en bon moment.
Sí, hem d'aprofitar aquesta bona dinàmica, aquest bon joc i estar en confiança, o sigui que a seguir així.
Al futbol d'avui en dia ja no hi ha ni titulars ni suplents, però avui segona titularitat amb un gol i una assistència. Imagino que content amb la teva actuació.
Sí, content de seguir sumant minuts. Al final és el que necessito, jugar per agafar el ritme que necessito per poder ajudar l'equip, i avui content per això també.
Ara deia Ferran, Déu-n'hi-do, quina assistència m'ha fet el primer gol.
Sí, ja l'havia vist que corria i bueno, m'alegro per ell que marqui també.
Doncs ja està, Dani. Felicitats i a seguir.
Gràcies.
Was there of Dani Olmo. Very pleased to get more minutes. Goal and an assist for him tonight. He was speaking about the assist he gave to Ferran Torres there too, and also how pleased he was to be back out on the pitch in what wasn't an easy game, but a very good win for Barça. Him in that number 10 role, I often think, Alex, in these sorts of games where we know that teams are going to have a lot of bodies in the box, probably what Hansi Flick was thinking, let's get Olmo on the pitch. He unlocked it for that first goal. I know Rafinha was the initial pass, but the back heel was sublime, and then a goal for himself too. Good evening's work from Olmo.
Yeah, I think what you like about Dani Olmo, I think Fermin brings that in quite a lot as well, to be fair. But I think Dani Olmo, especially in that first goal that he scored against Rayo, he proved it as well. Yeah. He thrives into that space between his 6 and his 8 and his central striker. He doesn't attack the box as aggressively. He kind of likes to float in behind, wait for that cutback, wait for that. But also, he does really well to make late runs across, like he did there for the Ferran Torres goal. It was a late run across the strikers that one just went through, and again, I think what's so impressive about Olmo, I think what differentiates Olmo to Fermin, for example, is the way that Olmo uses and reads the spaces. Fermin does it really well as well, but I think Fermin is a bit more aggressive with taking on players. He likes to receive the ball in turn. Dani Olmo as well, but I think he's more intelligent using the spaces around him. Fermin is more, an energizing bunny. He gets the ball, he can do whatever he wants for. He can turn, he can pass, he can do whatever. I think Dani Olmo is kind of more of a chill guy and uses the spaces and uses it to his advantage, and then he's just brilliant there with the back heel. He knew exactly who was coming in. He knew Ferran was coming in top of the box, and there was no way that he was able to make that pass any other way than the back heel, and he executed that brilliantly. Dani Olmo on that 10 role, just 10 out of 10 really. And again, it's that role that we have 2 different players, 2 different dynamics that we can bring in anytime we want. And then you add you can have Ferran there as a false 9 as well sometimes. But Dani Olmo, Fermin in that 10 role is just absolutely outstanding. Both players bring in such different games. But I think Dani Olmo today was, I think it was Hansi Flick, another good decision for him to start him.
Absolutely, both great options to have. We just had a message through there. This was Rafinha's 150th game for Barça. Ooh. Great milestone for him. Again, you mentioned him, Alex. A great first-up performance from him before he was taken off at half-time. But the performance as a whole from Barça, I was really impressed by it. I don't think we knew really what to expect tonight. We probably thought it would be a game where Barça really suffered. If they were going to win, they probably were going to win ugly. They weren't going to play their best football. It's not often you see your best football against Getafe. We saw it again tonight. And I make the point again, I've made it a few times. After international break, I think Barça have been really, really strong, and they've made such a step up from that Rayo game to the Valencia one, to the Newcastle one, to tonight. Football that's really good. It's really positive to go into the next few games. Players look as though they're starting to execute what Hansi Flick is asking from them. The feel-good factor certainly feels like it's there. And we've got Gerard Martin, who I thought was excellent again tonight with Paul Martinez. Here's Gerard Martin.
Gerard Martín, Bona nit, felicitats per la victòria. La primera pregunta, què sent un futbolista del Barça quan abandona el terreny de joc i sent el seu nom que canta l'afició del Barça?
Bueno, pues molta satisfacció, molt d'orgull de veure que pues, estàs fent les coses bé i que la gent t'ho agraeix. Al final, molt content.
A nivell particular, aprofitant bé, no? La lesió d'Alejandro Valde sempre és una pena que un company estigui lesionat, però també content, imagino, pel bon rendiment que estàs oferint.
Sí, al final jo, quan tinc les oportunitats de jugar, pues, intento aprofitar-les i demostrar-li al míster que estic a tope i que ja està.
L'equip amb bona dinàmica, 3 victòries consecutives, 2 a la Lliga, 1 a la Champions, està en bon moment l'equip.
Sí, la veritat que ens trobem molt bé en aquest moment i estem molt bé en tot el joc, defensant, atacant i estem en un bon moment i l'hem d'aprofitar ara.
Gràcies, Gerard. A seguir, felicitats.
Bona nit, gràcies.
Biggest smile there, isn't it, inside the
He's a
Johan
happy lad.
Cruyff. Gerard Martin, love what he said there. He said the team's in a really good moment, just what we were speaking about, actually, Alex. It just feels like that's the case right now, and form seems great. He was asked about the stadium chanting his name also when he came off. He's got the love from the Barça fans, and rightly so, as we see the highlights on our screen once more again here, so all of you can get for those of you who missed the game, for example, and tune into the post-game here, all the reaction and also all the goals.
Yeah, all the highlights here that you need to see. Again, another brilliant display from us. Confidence across the pitch. When a lad like Gerard Martí is as confident as he is, I think it's more down to his teammates than and the environment that's instilled to thrive in. I think that's another thing Hansi Flick has just
got right.
It's an environment that wants you to progress, that opens up to progression, that, Hansi Flick has never been scared to trust the young lads, and it's been brilliant. I think it's the perfect environment to thrive in. I think also the veteran players like Rafinha, like Lewandowski are quite keen to teach them as well. If someone misses, if they score, Rafinha, Lewandowski reacts. One of the young lads scores, like Fermin or someone else. Rafinha's, Lewandowski is one of the first people to go and celebrate them.
There's definitely a nice environment, isn't there?
Yeah, you celebrate them when they do well and you help them when they're doing bad. It's as simple as that, really. But it's so hard to instill in a team, like us, that, we're a global name. There's always pressure around us, whether it be the media, the fans, us. When we're doing bad, we don't like it, essentially so. And so there's a lot of pressure. And I think just the environment that right now that we have and the confidence, everything is just down to all the key details that Hansi Flick has been able to instill in the team.
Well, here you go, the highlights are on your screen. This is the Barca third. You've seen the first and second. Really lightning quick football from Barca tonight. They were excellent against the Getafe side, who had absolutely no response to Barca's magic. And Olmo, the man we just heard from a few moments ago, getting the third for Barca. He'll be absolutely delighted with that one. To get his name on the score sheet too.
Yeah.
His first of the season, which is great to see from Daniel Olmo. Some really sharp football. And there's Lamine Yamal, who we're still waiting to see back. We hope before the international break. We'll wait and see how his injury develops. But there's so many good players throughout this Barça team that we're just enjoying watching them, even without the injuries right now. That's what Gerard Martin just spoke about, the good form that Barça are in currently. I think defensively too, the team looks really good right now. Wouldn't you agree, Alex? I think another clean sheet tonight.
Yeah.
Haven't conceded too many goals so far this season, and just looks solid. Joan Garcia has been a wonderful addition, I think,
and to be fair,
the back line.
Still balls, whether it be corners or free kicks, we've done really well to defend them.
Yeah.
I think, Getafe had a free header once, but overall against Newcastle especially, that was kind of the biggest fear, really, when you look at the size of the players and you look at the aggressiveness of the players. We've done really well on all the set pieces so far, including Joan Garcia. Joan Garcia really has really long arms to get hold of all those aerial duels.
Well, we can hear from Joan Garcia's coach right now. Hansi Flick is with Paul Martinez.
Good evening, Hansi. Congratulations for this win. What are your feelings after this important 3 points?
No, happy about how we played and also about the result.
Third win in a row. It seems that the team is in a good form.
Of course, we after the break we reach our level what we want to see. We play like a unit, like a team. And this is for me the important thing, to see that.
About Ferran Torres, 2 goals today, 4 goals in this season. Is the maximum striker in the team. What a player!
Of course, but we have a lot of players, and we have everyone in the team is so important. And I'm happy to have also the strikers in on this level and helps us a lot.
During the second half, the Barça fans sings your name. What are your feelings when the people say your name in the?
I'm concentrated normally on the match, you know. It's for me, but it's okay. I really appreciate that.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Words there of Hansi Flick, a happy Hansi Flick after that one, enjoying the fans chanting his name. We'll discuss those words in a minute, Alex, because we've also got Eric Garcia, who's with Paul. Let's hear from Eric.
Eric Garcia, molt bona nit. Imagino que content, no? Després d'aquesta victòria davant un rival, un Getafe, que sempre complica molt les coses.
Sí, bé, bona nit. Sabíem que si no marcàvem aviat se'ns complicaria el partit una mica, però bueno, per sort hem pogut anar 2-0 a mitja part i hem tingut una segona part bastant tranquil·la.
Ho parlaves ara, sempre és important, no? Aquest gol al minut 15 de Ferran Torres, per què és tan important obrir la llauna aviat?
Bueno, més que res com a ells, no? Que es tanquen molt bé darrere, que són perillosos al contraatac, marcar un gol ràpid, que s'hagin d'obrir una miqueta més ja per intentar buscar un gol, i al final crec que doncs, en línies generals hem fet un molt bon partit.
Parlem del tauló, un dels teus millors amics dins del vestidor, com està? 4 gols aquesta temporada, 2 avui.
Bé, al final, si marca gols, i tot i que no marqui ens ajuda molt amb la pressió, els desmarcs que fa, l'associació de què, així que al final doncs, disfrutar d'aquests moments, no? I disfrutar dels gols que es fa.
A nivell particular, et faig l'última. Has jugat de central, de lateral dret t'hem vist a vegades, de lateral esquerre, pràcticament et falta jugar de porter.
Bueno, intentar jugar a l'equip el màxim possible allà on em toqui, i al final sempre que es guanya doncs, tot és més bonic.
A seguir, Eric, felicitats.
Bé, gràcies.
Eric Garcia there, another one of those players who just seems to be improving game upon game under Hansi Flick. We heard from Flick. Let's start with Eric Garcia, though, speaking a bit about his relationship with Ferran, how happy he is to see Ferran scoring goals, the top scorer of the team currently, and also about playing everywhere on the pitch. Seems like that's what he does right now, but what an important player he's turned out to be for Hansi Flick, Eric Garcia, Alex.
Yeah, again, it's kind of, he's kind of maybe put his own ego aside, maybe he wanted to be a more consistent player in one position, be that important player in that one position. But no, that's not what Hansi Flick has planned for him, and rightfully so. It is hard to be a dynamic player. Ferran Torres, Eric Garcia, as much as maybe they're unhappy with that result, they've taken it, full on, and they're thriving in it. And again, Eric Garcia, I think Paul said there, you're playing in every position. All you need to do is be a keeper. Maybe at some point in the season, maybe it happens, in one of those whims, but he's done well to adapt to every position, and he's done well to know exactly what he needs to do in each position. I think today he did well. I think he's really solid when he plays as centre back. He's good. I like him. I think I like him more as a left fullback, just because it opens up his attacking play a lot more. But it is hard to compete in that position. But again, Eric Garcia, one of those players that's really thriving, and once he's finally accepted his role in the team, again, Hansi Flick is instilling trust in him, his teammates are instilling trust in him, and we're giving him a lot of trust as well. That pressure kind of comes off of him, and I think he's really given into that, and he's thriving in it, and I think he knows it as well.
Absolutely. Well, now seems like a good time, Alex, maybe to go through our MVP votes.
Oof,
Shall we begin?
Let's do this.
Let's go with the MVP votes. Let's see then who you've gone for. There you have it. Oh, were those your 3?
I think that was last week.
That looks like last week to me too. Yeah, I don't think it's updated again. So we'll have them. We'll have them. The new ones
played
through.
Well,
I was going to.
But
that would have been some. That would have been some generous points, I think, to Rashford.
Definitely.
So we'll get the new points up shortly. I think I know he went forward 3. I think I'm pretty sure. I think I was with Ferran for 3. I think who got 3 points for us is going to be a similar. We'll have a wait and see if we can get the updated MVPs on the screen right now. If not, I think I can remember who you went for. I think it was
Ferran.
You went for Ferran with 3.
Pedri, Rafinha.
I think you had those 2 in there.
I definitely had those 3. I know Ferran had 3 points. I can't remember whether I put Pedri or Rafinha for the 2 and 1. There you go. See, Rafinha second.
So Ferran with 3, Rafinha with 2, and Pedri with 1. There you go.
Yeah, I think Ferran, I think he's done the most important thing in this game, which is score the goals. It's a game that, we needed, it was a team game, but at the end we did need to take advantage of that. I think we're a victim to creating so many opportunities and not taking advantage of them, especially against a team like Getafe, where you need to take advantage of that, because you never know when Getafe are kind of going to curl into their shell and defend. So I think Ferran, again, kudos to him for stepping up and just finishing those 2 opportunities, literally just handed to him on the plate. Again, you know, it was Rafinha passing into space, Dani Olmo giving him into space. All he needed to do was finish, and he did that exactly. And again, you know, as well as we can play, the score sheet is what matters at the end of the night, those 3 points. So Ferran, again, getting the job done when we need it the most. Rafinha, again, involved in both of the first goals, assist for the second one there, pass to Dani Olmo. I just think overall he was involved in the play quite a lot. Again, because Ferran was cutting inside, the wing play was really down that right side with Rafinha and Koundé. And I think Rafinha just did really well to move the ball around, to keep his patience as well down the wing. He wasn't always aggressive attacking, and again, it's that patience that our team are instilling. I think Rafinha was kind of key to that. And again, you know, Rafinha did really well with the 1v1s, with passing and calming the ball down when he needed. And Pedri is just, I don't think we need to explain whenever Pedri is in our... No introduction needed.
There you have then Alex's points for MVP. Here come mine then.
Go on. Okay.
I went for Ferran with 3. I agree.
Yeah.
I think in games against Getafe, I agree with you. At the end of the day, you can play as well as you like, but you need goals. And he finished his chances really well.
Yeah.
We could have got a hat-trick, we know that. But I think the 2 he took were superb, and I've got to give him big credit for that. Ultimately, it's what's made the difference today. I went for Olmo too. I think goal and assist is big. I hear your point you're making that he could have even been more involved, but I think he took his finish well. He popped up nicely. He linked up. I think he linked the midfield and attacked really well. I think he does that superbly well. So I went for Olmo with 2. I don't know for Gerard Martin.
Okay, good. Yeah. No. He was really solid.
I just thought he was excellent again tonight. He really was. And I was thinking,
good.
who can I give 1 to here? Pedri was excellent as ever, as was De Jong and all of that.
Yeah, Jules Koundé was another one.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like
Koundé was close.
Yeah.
I wanted to go with Gerard Martin. I was shouting him out a bit towards the end of the game, and I thought he was excellent again. I want to give him some kudos. So there you have it. There are the votes. Ferran with 6, Rafinha 2, Olmo 2, Pedri 1, and Gerard Martin 1 as ever. Feel free to let us know your votes in the chat, but pretty resounding home display from Barça, and team performance was excellent. Here are the highlights then, one last time for you all to get your teeth into. This was the first goal. If you haven't seen it already, enjoy a bit of that.
Just watch it again and again and again and again and again for the rest of the night until you go to sleep, really. Let this be your lullaby to go to sleep tonight.
Happy dreams for sweet dreams to Barca fans, no doubt, after that finish from Ferran. Could have so very nearly been a 2 there with Lewandowski, just an inch away from getting on the end of Pedri's ball, who was excellent again this evening for Barca, and what was a dominating team display really at home to Getafe, who didn't have much of a sniff. This is the second goal, long ball up, no problem for Barca. Rafinha, simple tuck on, and Ferran outside the area, took his time, picked his spot, and beat Soria. Yeah,
no, that was brilliant from Rafinha. Just, he knew exactly where Ferran was. He knew exactly the space he had. You know, he probably could have easily taken the ball down there, either slowed the game down or taken the 1v1 himself. Now, decision making just 10 out of 10 from Rafinha tonight, and that's, you know, the fruit of it. And again, Ferran Torres, you don't get those 1v1 opportunities quite often, and he just took it the way he needed to take it. That was the hat trick. That was the hat trick. That was the one. I just really think he could have gone more simple with this.
He just could have finished off.
Yeah, I know. The thing is that if he would, it would have been epic if he would have finished that. But I feel like he should have secured that.
If he'd paused like he'd done in the second goal, it would have been 3.
Yeah.
Right, Hansi Flick has stepped into the press conference rooms. That's where we're going to leave things tonight. Alex, quickly, thank you very much for coming on. And
thank you.
Brilliant performance from Barça.
Yeah, no, that was a lot better than my last Barça live against Getafe, so I'll take that. No, brilliant display. We're going with confidence again. Happy days.
Yeah, very happy days. Alex, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for joining us, and thank you to everyone watching on, of course. Here's the words of Hansi Flick then, after a very good display from Barça. They've beaten Getafe by 3-0.
Hola, Hansi, Marta Ramon, en directe a RAC1. Aquests 3 punts són molt valuosos. Li dones més valor encara després d'enfrontar-vos a un rival que és agressiu, que interromp el joc, que a vegades fa moltes faltes. Li dones més valor a la victòria, i després també com està Fermín, perquè hem acabat una mica preocupats per la seva lesió.
Hem d'esperar fins demà, no ho sé encara sobre el Fermín.
To the team, we have to focus on our match. So, and we did it in the first half, and also in the second half, we controlled the match, and this was good. We we played it and controlled the match, get 3 points, and scored 3 goals. I think it's always not easy to score goals against Getafe, but today it was good.
Hola, mister. Buenas noches. Adrián Albets para el carrusel de la cadena SER. Acaba de decir Ferran en la tele que el Getafe no propone nada y que hace demasiadas faltas. ¿A usted le ha sorprendido la dureza de los jugadores del Getafe?
Oh, God, I don't want to speak about the opponent, okay? I want to speak about my team, and they did it really good. This is what I want to see from them, that we only focus, as I said before, they only focus on our match, on our game, on our philosophy, our match plan. So this is the only thing I want to say.
Buenas noches, mister Alfredo Martínez, en directo para Radio Estadio Noche de Onda Cero. El otro día no fue titular Rafinha, hoy no es titular Rashford. ¿No es normal un jugador que venía de marcar 2 goles de la semana pasada?
No, it's normal because we every 3-4 days we have a match, and so this is normal because we have to. We also need fresh legs on the pitch. So it's you can see Firmin now. I hope not that he's injured, but he made a lot of minutes. So we have to take care about this.
Hola Hansi, aquí Elena Condis, buenas noches, Cadena COPE. A pesar de la victoria de este 3-0, le noto como muy serio, no sé si es que está preocupado por Fermín o... no sé.
I'm not sure, no. About Fermin, I don't know. No, I just after the match, you know, it's also for the coaches also not easy. Every 3-4 matches to play, and of course today was for everyone was tough, so also for me, but now I have to relax a little bit, and tomorrow it goes on.
Buenas noches, Josep Capel de Radio Nacional, aquí en directo para Tablero Deportivo. Felicidades por la victoria. ¿No se tiene la sensación de que después de un inicio de temporada donde el equipo no acababa de verse ese equipo como el de la temporada pasada, en estos 3 últimos partidos, en estos 8 últimos días, vuelve a ver a ese equipo que encandiló la temporada pasada? Gracias.
Yes, what the question? Preguntas? The translation was not
Sí, le decía que si vuelve a ver en estos últimos 3 partidos, Valencia, Newcastle y en el de hoy, un equipo que se parece mucho más al suyo, al que vio la temporada pasada.
I appreciate a lot what we playing the last 3 matches. So we had a fantastic match on last Sunday, then an unbelievable match in Newcastle. It was really tough there against a really strong team, and today also was not easy, but we deserved every match the victory, and this is what I want to see from my team, and I appreciate a lot these things.
Hola Hansi, ¿qué tal? Raúl Fuentes en directo para Radio Marca. Felicidades por la victoria. Le quería preguntar por Eric García. Puede jugar en el centro del campo, contigo juega de central, que lo hace bien, y en estos 2 últimos partidos ha jugado unos minutos de lateral izquierdo. ¿Es solo porque es una solución por unos minutos o te planteas que en algún que otro partido puede jugar incluso todo el partido Eric de lateral izquierdo?
Eric, how we said, Eric is really in a unbelievable performance. He has a great level. You can see that he has the confidence, positions, and today was also like, because we need Gerard also on Thursday, because we don't know when exactly when Balde came back. But Gerard also played a fantastic match. It's like to manage the minutes. It's about that, and when you have a player like Eric, it's really good because you can put him on different position and helps this team a lot.
Hola, Ivan Sant Antonio del diari Sport. Parlant del futbol del seu equip, què és el que més li agrada del que fa el seu equip? I sobretot, després de 2 partits jugats al Johan Cruyff, si creus que Johan estaria orgullós del que ha vist en aquests 2 partits i si potser la pluja eren llàgrimes d'emoció.
I hope he's happy and proud. Of course, he could be. I think he can be. What is it? So for me, the most important thing is always how we are playing as a team, and we control a lot of minutes the ball, and the way how we scored the goals today was also fantastic. So it's about that. And yeah, it's like that.
Hola, Hansi. Laia Cervelló de The Athletic. Jo volia preguntar-te per Marcus Rashford. Avui l'hem vist jugant per banda dreta alguns minuts. No sé com valores la seva actuació, què aporta en aquesta posició i si t'ho planteges com a opció per quan Lamine Yamal no pugui jugar. Gràcies.
Yeah, today we decided that we change Rafinha in the halftime because I think also it's good. He has a yellow card, so we don't want to miss him for the next match. So this was the reason, and of course we said okay. We decided then that Marcus came in. He can also play on right, but I think he prefer also to play as an 11 or as a number 9.
Hola, Hansi, Josep Soldado para Jugones y el Chiringuito. Ayer le preguntábamos por el Balón de Oro. Mañana es la gala en París. Usted decía, nos presentaremos, entre otras cosas, para mostrar respeto a los ganadores. Alguien interpretó una indirecta al Real Madrid porque no va a asistir a la gala. ¿Era una indirecta al Real Madrid sus comentarios?
Come on. Is it really on? To be honest, it's just like that. Okay, I also have every 3-4 days a match, and I also love normally to stay at home, okay, but I go there because the club is there, and there are a lot of also players or female players from us who can win something, and so it's for me it's a respect. I was also nominated, so I go there. It's nothing to do with Real Madrid or with any other. Come on, this is really, I don't like this conversation. So also not this question, but of course I know that you have to ask me this. But no, I don't speak about other teams. So my focus is really on this team, on this club. And I think it's enough to do.
Última pregunta.
Hola, Hansi. Aquí Sergi Vélez para Iniestazo. Jules Koundé se ha erigido como uno de los jugadores más importantes en el lateral y yo le quería preguntar qué es lo que usted más valora en un lateral y qué le pide a jugadores como Gerard Martín o Geoffrey Torrens que empieza a tener minutos en esa demarcación. Gracias.
I think Gerard, he improved a lot last season and also this season, and for me, you know exactly what you get from him, and this is really always on the highest level he can play, and this is for a coach or for coaching staff the best, and for the team the best thing, and of course we as a fullback we have to, first of all, they have to defend really good. But today in the modern philosophy, it's also that they also know what to do, how to attack, maybe also score goals and like this. And I'm really happy with Jules. He has a lot of energy. He has a positive energy for us. It's really good. He always gives 100%, and this is what I really love the way how we play, the way his attitude, his mentality. It's for us very important. Okay, thank you very much.